You can flip it back to 20, I think. Am I what?
I think we should be live. Let me see.
I have to go plug this. It's
Is that right? Okay, there we go. So it's going to be, because everybody's expecting this live to do it at 12:30, so probably heard our algorithm here as well. Just don't seem to be doing the stuff right today. Let's see. We'll just see what happens. We'll just wait a few minutes to see if anybody finds their way in. I don't know if YouTube will put out a notification because I put out a lot of videos today with the police cams. But we'll see. We'll just wait. There was a doctor, a radiologist, who drove his entire family, children 7 and 4, and his wife, off of a cliff in California. They all survived. By a miracle. They all survived. So we'll see how that goes when he's recovered, where that goes and what he would do that for. Hi Lady Elaine, hi Debbie L, hi Sherry. Oh, I'm in top chat, not live chat. So today I don't know if you got a chance to look at the new police cam video, and I also uploaded the video we showed last night in the live, but I uploaded it by itself. It's along with the dash cam and the other traffic stop, which was the second one. Both of them occurred on December 15th. And the second stop, the father is talking a lot. And I thought, well, we'll watch that. So let me just... Hi, Kristie Love. Hi, Shay. Good to see you. All right. I'm going to pull that up, so just give me a second here. First one, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull
that
the
was
video
me. I was
over.
hooked on twice.
Hi, Kristie, Bob, and everyone.
Okay, here's the video.
Recording.
Hello. How you doing? How y'all doing today? Good, good. Take a look at your driver's license real quick if I could. See, it's right up on that van, man. You was right up on the back end of that van. Pulled you over for tailgating.
Yep, we're
Is
live.
this your car?
I'm looking for the new one.
Cool. Where are you headed?
Well, we're coming from WSU.
This is the new one, right, Carolyn?
Yes.
Okay.
What's WSU?
Yeah, it was really good.
So we're, okay, I'm having a hard time hearing you because of the traffic. So you're coming from Washington State University and you're going where? Oh.
We're going to be going to Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
We're slightly punched because we drive for hours.
Hours, days.
Hours to drive. Well, almost a day.
Okay. And what did you say about some SWAT team thing? Or
Yeah, there was a mass shooting and everything.
Where? So y'all work at the university there? Or?
I actually do work there.
Oh,
PhD in criminal.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard about that incident. Just yesterday, or?
This happened about an hour and a half ago. We're still wrapping it up. I'm not sure there's two shooters, but they did shoot somebody.
I see.
And then we don't know about that actually. They were there.
Someone needs to mute.
Wow. Okay. So do me a favor, don't follow too close, okay? All right. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Are you tired of smoking? Give Lucy nicotine.
Okay, that was one video when I tried to put a denoiser on it. And I don't know, it's hard because all right, I could run it through with me muting, but then the people in Zoom can't hear unless they're watching YouTube. But what I'm going to do is show you the one where I didn't denoise it. Just saying that. Hang on 1 second. It didn't freeze, Bucky, and I stopped it. I stopped it. It's not frozen.
Well, couldn't we always listen to it later? You know, us in Zoom, if we don't want to look on YouTube. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but then usually when I mute my mic, then people go, we can't hear. And
Oh,
then
I see.
I
see
have
what
to
you're
say,
saying.
okay, well, you
Sorry.
can't do that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you got to listen in YouTube. Anyway, yeah. Let me go. Why is this not?
I know I watched it earlier and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I felt like I could hear it when I was listening to it, and just now, I don't know why.
I thought it was good when we saw it earlier too.
Okay, Margot.
To agree with you, Scooter.
Why is this not opening to my editor?
Margot.
All right, let me shut this and open it again. Oh, this is crazy. Why isn't this opening?
Hello, Peridot.
All right,
And
okay.
everyone
So,
else.
well, we can do. He supposedly has landed. We'll worry about that after. I don't know. It's not letting me pull it up. My video editor doesn't want to cooperate. So let me go and see. Supposedly he just landed. Now, Hillbilly, are you there? How are you with tracking the plane?
Oh, that's what Hillbilly's been doing?
Hillbilly's been here. He's the plane tracker.
I know he's been here. Oh, that's awesome.
His audio is disconnected at this time.
Oh, is he? Steve?
I'm happy he's back. I mean, I saw his name up there. Hi, Bucky Ann.
Steve, you're letting me down. Okay. All right, I will, let me go over and do this. Okay.
It is a wolf moon tonight. I just want to let everyone know that.
Okay, so Pullman Airport, at the Moscow Regional Airport, Pullman, Moscow. And let's see what he's doing. It looks like the plane landed there just a few minutes ago, I believe. And Yeah, that's what looks like what's happening. Let's see if he's getting off the
Then-
plane.
Out of the way.
Alright, I'm sure what's going on there. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Ooh. Hold on one second.
I'm aware, of course, that there's a gag on the case. But does that mean that the media can't be there to see him get off the plane?
Oh
or
no, they can be there.
Okay,
It's not on the media. It's on the police, the lawyers, the
Right, I know.
investigators. Media
Right.
can report whatever they want.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying though. Did they have video of him getting on the plane today? Hi, Bridget.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they did.
Oh, I missed that. Hi, Tracy Whittington
Okay.
and Billy Boy. Sandra Chisholm.
Why do I keep drawing a blank every time? Okay, so let's see. Now, la, 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 la. So, Billy. I'm trying to see, because I heard that let me see if I can look at Hillbilly stuff that he sent me before. Hillbilly. Okay, so Hillbilly sent me this. Let me see if I can open this in a different. Download that. Let's see if I download that. Okay. This is the plane we were. Hillbilly was tracking. Okay. And he could have told you a lot about this plane, about how, and they had to actually refuel the plane to continue on. And there is a photo of, let me get that. Okay. There was also a very short interview with Kaylee's parents today, in which one of the biggest things her mother said was that she was happy, glad, I think her word was, to live in a state where they have the death penalty. Obviously, she felt he deserved it, and said that he went into a house, unprovoked, and took the lives of 4 people intentionally and without remorse. I'm paraphrasing what she said, but that was the gist of it, and that she was glad to live in a state that had the death penalty. And so let's see here. Here's the photo I'm looking at. They had a pit stop, which was over here. And that was in Champaign, Illinois. He was photographed during a refueling stop in Champaign's Willard Airport. He's being led by law enforcement agents from the plane to the airport. In another photo, which I'll show here.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, there, you're back. Okay, so can you give us an update on on the plane situation? I think.
Yeah, it is. It's in a landing approach right now.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, 4,900 feet and it's dropping. So it's landing within the next 3 minutes.
Okay, so it's landing, and do we have any link to any cool tracker like you're looking at? I have your map up on the screen that you sent me before.
I can get it to you before they land. Let me see. There you go.
You sent it to me in the email?
I did in chat.
Oh, in the chat. Okay.
I don't know if it will be on the plane itself, but it should be in the general area. I think. I've never sent that link of a live plane before.
Okay, so this is opening up. I don't know where's my tab though. Let's see here. It's got to be this tab. Yeah. All right.
It's basically the only plane in the sky over Pullman, Washington, though.
Okay, so I'm over here. I've got it pulled up now. And so how do you see that it's... Oh, it...
You see the yellow plane?
Yep, I see it.
If you'll click on it,
Yeah.
it will show you everything about it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. See, it's going down. Okay. The altitude is 4,525 feet now. 4,475 feet.
Yeah, it'll be down in a minute or two.
Okay. This seems like a very long... I wouldn't think it took this long. Seems like they've been in the air a long, long time.
Yeah, at that altitude, that's just... And you can zoom in to see the actual airport and everything usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just hit the little plus button. Oh, it'll be down in a minute.
Now I lost the plane. Uh-oh. I lost the plane. Hold on, let me go back and click on the
Just
link.
go back in Zoom chat and click
Yeah,
the link.
that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So we're at 3,200, no, 3,200 now.
Hey, Rosalita. Rosalita said that the small plane does not hold enough fuel for the flight without refueling. Yep, he refueled. How are you, Rosalita? It's nice to see you.
Hi, Rosalita. Okay, here we are.
Peridot says she can see it on the bottom left.
Bottom left.
That plane has a range of 1,700 miles.
What can you see on the bottom left, Peridot?
I don't know.
Oh, the little plane it's moving. It's moving this way too. Look at that. There it goes.
There it is.
2,700 feet.
It froze up on me. That usually means they landed, and it'll take a second or two, and then it'll just say that.
Oh, you think it's landed? Okay.
So it's on the ground.
Okay.
I wonder if anybody's there live streaming.
Oh, I'm sure there's the reporters probably there, right? I think probably.
Brian Etton's
I'm
probably
sure
there.
he is, yeah. See if he's updated anything. Looks like the plane is on the final approach, he said 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's on the ground because it hasn't updated its airspeed or anything. Yeah, it says on ground now. And it's taxiing into the terminal.
Okay, someone is saying, another reporter said breaking news 3 minutes ago. FBI deliberately had Indiana officers pull over Kohberger. They wanted to get police cam images of his hands that might show cuts, bruises, etc. Well, I find that a
don't
little
believe
hard
that.
to believe just because that second officer had such little video of them. Unless he freaked out and was nervous, he took the door handle the entire time. So
Maybe
how does
that's
that
why
even
they
make
stopped
sense?
for the second time.
What?
Maybe that's why they.
No,
had to
but that
stop.
was the second stop.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't make too much sense. Okay. Everybody's saying longest flight ever. Yeah, and it's on, and somebody has posted on TV. I guess there's some station. Yes, it's just landed 17 seconds ago. Officially landed in Idaho. Let's see. So I don't know. I guess
Sherry in chat says she's watching it in real time.
you're watching the plane in real time. It's landed though, Sherry. What then? Let's see. It's on the ground. I just saw the video of it. It's on the runway. Okay, let's go back to Brandon. Hold on a minute.
There's a television station that's streaming it. It's KREM, Channel 2. I can't imagine being stuck on a little plane like that for that long. Good God.
He is, I know. Yeah, he has landed. Let's see. They were saying.
Did you hear what I said about the TV station?
Yeah, that's where I'm looking right now. Yep.
Okay.
New court order. Just looking what they're saying here. I'm trying to see where that other guy that just told Bryan Enton breaking news about the stops being planned.
Holy cow, they got a few police on the ground.
Okay.
Are you watching?
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to get that other thing. I'm sorry. My mind is all over. I'm just trying to see what I really wanted to see about what the guy said about those traffic stops. Did you hear that they were intentional?
No, I can't imagine that being intentional though.
Okay, because it's not just some like tweeter. It's another reporter that said this to him.
Someone that's suspected of a crime like that, it would be extremely risky to send one cop just to poke him. You know, with no intention of arrest or anything.
I hear you. But I just think that the one guy would at least have a little more footage of them.
Well, and that's the other thing. If they just wanted to lay eyes on him, they would have briefed that trooper or deputy.
Yeah.
But here he comes. He's off the plane. They're walking him to the
Okay, you're on a live feed for that news?
yeah KREM channel 2.
Yeah, that's where I was, but it wasn't a live feed. Okay.
Oh wow, yeah, they've got a lot of police presence.
Okay.
They're putting him in a pickup truck.
Okay, let me just go to, I guess, maybe on Facebook they have it live. On the stream. I don't know. Here, I just want to see if that. I have a one-track mind. I have to see what this guy just said. Bryan Enton. Bryan Enton.
The urge to hurt this guy is probably pretty strong with everybody that sees him.
Okay, this guy I want to see.
I have to agree with that.
Okay.
Well, I was just
so-
thinking about my own kids, you know, and just how heartbreaking to lose a child at that age or any age to violence like that.
Okay, so it's this guy that said this is Steve Norris, Cincinnati, Ohio, meteorologist, journalist. Let's see what he's saying. So I don't know. Anybody in the chat hear that? Let's see what channel is this guy?
Hear what, Carolyn?
That those traffic stops were orchestrated. in
No,
order
but
to-
I think they were. Myself. I don't think they knew it was him, but I think because of the car and the plates and, you know, I mean, come on, that would have been all over the police bulletins. I would think. Gosh, I would hope.
I'm wondering why he doesn't have anything about it on his own page, but he tweeted to Bryan Enton. So let's see. I don't know about you, Faker. Are you a faker? You might be. Steve Norris TV. Steve Norris. Freelance. Oh, he might be a faker. He's a freelance journalist. All right, I don't believe it until I see someone else.
Yeah, it just seems they're gonna do that and then send a SWAT team to his house. I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense at
but
all.
they wouldn't have known it was him at that time. How would they know?
Well, they can run his tags.
Well, yeah, but they didn't know he was the killer at that time
Well, then why stop him at all?
because he had the car, the Elantra. That's just my opinion.
By the time he was pulled over, everybody in the country was looking for a Hyundai Elantra. All right, I mean,
No, just people that are keeping up with this crime.
But look, what were his plates? Well, where were his plates from though? Were they Pennsylvania?
He had changed them 6 days after the murder from Pennsylvania plates to Washington plates.
So it was Washington. They know that the university is right there by Washington. I don't know. I think that they
Okay,
were suspicious.
this Steve is tweeting to Brian Enton now he says Fox News. He just tweeted Fox News said this 41 minutes ago. Hold on a minute. Let's see what they said. Breaking. Idaho murders. FBI directed Indiana police to pull over Bryan Kohberger seeking video images of his hands. And that,
Wow, see, I told ya.
that's surprising because of that video. It showed the door handle. He must have freaked out.
It
Yeah,
says
I
an
still don't
FBI
believe it.
surveillance team tracked Idaho. So then they lied because they said, remember they said they were tracking him for 4 days before the arrests? This
They-
was December 15th.
They said they followed him on his
But they
cross
could go
country.
back to the original articles. They said for 4 days.
Yes, I did hear the 4 days.
Yes, they did.
This is
Fox has
December
had to
15th.
retract 3 or 4 times
That's
over
right.
the last month.
But this is December 15th.
Right, right.
He was arrested December 30th.
I know.
So that's way more than 4 days.
What was the big
I
thing they
know.
had to retract? Do you remember what that was?
I know, but I still say it was him.
Oh, the crime of passion?
No, it was after that. They made a claim that the father had said something and the,
Oh yeah, but that really wasn't a retraction. That was fake news too. That the father still said they were cowards.
That is so cool though about
No.
the images. Oh my gosh.
So it says FBI surveillance team tracked Idaho quadruple murder suspect Bryan Kohberger and his father on a cross-country road trip from Washington State to Pennsylvania, and they asked the Indiana police to pull him over. The law enforcement
I'm so
source
proud about
told
it.
Fox News that you're so proud of your state now?
Yes.
Oh, now you are proud of your state?
I-
Okay, normally you can't stand your state,
You
but
know
I'm glad
how-
you're proud
Do you
tonight.
know how smart my officers here are, that county and the state trooper? They were so nonchalant. And come on, all the questions that guy was asking.
He was asking him, so he asked him if the car was his, and he said yes. And I
Yeah.
believe that was one of the reasons, the questions that they wanted to ask. I
Yes.
really do. I said that.
Yes.
Okay. So the law enforcement source told Fox News that FBI surveillance team was seeking video images of Kohberger as well as his hands. Bryan Kohberger and his father were pulled over twice in Indiana on December 15th while making the cross-country trip. The law enforcement source said the investigators were still building their case on December 15th to make an arrest, but they added that genealogy played a major role. Bryan's being charged in connection to the November 13th, we know that murders, and so that's all they said. Now, is this real, or is this somebody pretending they are? I mean, this is,
It could be fake.
It's real.
I don't know the answer. I thought I did, but I don't know.
so let's see what people are
But
saying
if they
here.
say he was dressed in a hazmat suit to commit these,
Somebody said, I thought the Indiana State Police said there were no alerts when he was pulled over. Someone said, there is no way his dad knew. I just can't see that being the
No.
case from this video alone. He is all about offering up information, and BK cringes at that and even interrupts him when he mentions that they're coming from WSU. Someone says, finally, some good FBI work. Maybe also catch some bank robbers. Okay. Pretty sure the FBI asked, someone said, but didn't ISP put a statement out that they had no prior knowledge of him and the alleged crime? Another one said, much
Why
respect.
wouldn't he go to the driver's side window?
Right.
I mean-
Well, you know why? Because they'll get, I think over there, they're afraid of getting hit.
And, you know, they have a better view of him as well.
In New York, they still go to the driver's side window, and you have to. It's law. You've got to get over on the
It's
other lane.
always the driver's side.
But he
That's
wasn't.
not-
He was on the passenger side.
And Arkansas has a law that if you don't get in the other lane,
You're
it's a
ticketed.
pricey
Yeah,
ticket.
you're ticketed.
If-
You see somebody.
Yeah, there's a lot of heavy traffic too. Not heavy, but fast traffic on that side too.
Yeah, but if the sole purpose of the traffic.
But that's
stop
interesting. Maybe he could get a
is
better
eyes on
view.
this guy, you would think.
Come
he
on,
would go
guys.
up.
It was all over that people were looking for a white Hyundai Elantra.
Elantra.
It's electrosonic.
I mean, come on, think about it.
But that is interesting. If if your Indiana police don't normally go on the passenger side,
They don't, not that I've never seen it.
can you
but-
go out and try to get yourself stopped and then
No,
just tell the
that's okay.
officer you're just doing an experiment? But that
Right.
is weird. That is real. I would be really weirded out if you, like, what, but do they think they would have got a better view of him from the
First guy
passenger?
did- The first officer did as well, didn't he?
Yes.
Wow, that's right.
And do you think, Scooter, she was asking if you thought, or the chat thought, he would get a better view from that angle?
I
From the
think so. I think so.
But wouldn't they, you know what I would do if they were doing it? I would do it from both angles. Tell one officer go from that angle and the other one go from the other.
But then it looks too suspicious.
Yeah,
No,
because they
it
just
just-
want to panic him just in case it was him.
Exactly.
Why didn't they have two officers in the car on the call?
Well,
And
because
with-
maybe he hadn't been.
Weren't they scared if this guy had if this
Guys
guy
are overthinking it too much. You're overthinking-
quadruple homicide, didn't the officers didn't seem uptight at all? Like somebody said, they didn't even have their hand on their gun. Wouldn't
Because they didn't want him to get suspicious. And
I know that, but how do they know? Like this guy wouldn't just like he's already killed 4 people
because
allegedly.
they sent in 2 behavioral analysts and 60 FBI agents to profile him.
And they may have been watching him before that and just hadn't pulled him over. Maybe they saw that he had nothing in the car. I don't know. Maybe they saw him at gas stations. Who knows?
I think that they pulled him over on purpose. I just do. I mean, everybody was looking for the
Yes.
car. Everybody knew about this. All the
They
police
did. Come on.
stations, the FBI knew.
He didn't get a written warning or anything. Come
If
on.
the FBI knew, then you would think that there would be a bulletin all over the country, everywhere. I mean, this has been all over the place since this happened a month prior.
Yes.
4 weeks.
Everybody was looking for this freaking car. I should have went and asked our local police here.
No, don't. 'Cause
No,
they
I
find it there.
Were you on the lookout at all to notice white Hyundai?
Why are you freaking if she talks to them, Nicole?
Oh, I thought you said you was going to call him and ask that.
I know, but what would you freak about that for?
They'll freak. They'll probably think, I don't know. Who knows?
Oh,
No, just,
Oh.
and I wouldn't doubt my Holbrook cops are like, huh? Oh, yeah, we heard something about that.
tell them you want to send the officers an edible arrangement.
Do it. I dare you, Scooter. Do it then. I wouldn't do it, but you can do it.
So there's just a little footage of him disembarked from the flight,
Yeah.
and it's just a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to get a still of that. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was just trying to look at the other thing first because it was intriguing me more than.
And the other thing is.
Yeah, I probably missed a couple of minutes there when I was dialing in.
That second cop, the way he was laughing and everything, I thought, come on.
And you know what else I want to look at? I want to look at this SWAT they said that was called in And if that was the real deal, what was that about?
They said they broke the door down, the parents.
Deborah, no, they were talking about something else. Deborah looked up the article earlier, and she did find information on what they were talking about. However, it wasn't a mass shooting. There was a shootout, but it was with cops and someone else.
He barricaded himself and threatened to kill his roommates.
But was it in the apartment complex that he lived in?
I'm not sure the location, but there was a SWAT team. They apparently was a SWAT team called because it was a bit of a standoff with it.
This is a totally separate case, guys.
It's time for
Yeah,
Northern
it
Quest
has nothing to do
$50,000
with any
cool
of
cash
this.
hot seats
It
giveaway.
was something that had happened, and I don't really understand why they mentioned it to the officer when they were pulled over.
Well, he
because
said they
didn't-
were punchy. They were punchy because they've been traveling a long time, and I think they used it as an excuse, but it doesn't make sense. What were they there doing any work for that?
I think they had to wait. They might have had to wait in their
Maybe.
car.
That's what I want to
Yeah.
find out, if that.
What do you
was
mean?
the real-
in their car?
Because of the situation. When they were pulled over, Brian and his father they were talking about, they said, and this is the direct, he said mass shooting, but he misspoke.
Right, okay.
They were talking about something that happened prior to being pulled over.
I'm gonna look
In
at
which, yeah. So it was
And it
totally
wasn't-
unrelated. Oh, go ahead.
It wasn't a mass shooting situation. The
Yeah,
father
he misspoke.
said that, but it wasn't correct.
And I think you even read that, Carolyn, one night, didn't you?
Maybe. You know, I forget what I asked.
I think you did.
Well, the article that I read, and I don't know which one it was just today, just this morning, my time,
Oh, I found it.
or last night, yeah.
One dead after SWAT standoff in Pullman. It says a SWAT team in Pullman shot and killed a man during an armed standoff that lasted until Thursday morning after he threatened to kill his roommates. According to a news release from the Pullman Police Department, police responded to a call for a weapons offense at 8:40 p.m. on the 1000 block of Lataw Street near the Washington State University campus. According to the release, the man, who has not been identified, was in his 30s. The man barricaded himself inside his apartment after Pullman police officers attempted to speak with him. The man later fired a gun from his apartment after crisis negotiators from the Pullman Police Department and the Whitman County Regional SWAT team arrived. WSU asked students and nearby residents to shelter in place. So maybe that's why they had a shelter in place. They couldn't leave when they wanted. And to shelter in place, an alert sent at about 3:05 a.m. After unsuccessful negotiations, escalating behavior, and continued danger to the public and officers, the male was shot by a member of the Whitman County Regional SWAT team. After trying to use less lethal force, officers fired at the man 3:58 a.m. The situation was cleared at 4:30 a.m. So that doesn't make sense. If it was cleared at 4:30 a.m., they were going to go before that? When did this start? Were they going to leave during the night? Or, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. According to WSU Alert on Facebook, the man died at the scene. No officers were injured. Okay, and the shooting does not appear to have any connection to the killings of 4 University of Idaho students in Moscow in November. Main Street was closed from Spring Street to Bishop Boulevard. Let's see. WSU police will release the name of the involved officer, and the Whitman County Coroner's Office will release the name of the man who died. WSP said the case will be forwarded to the Whitman County Prosecutor's Office for review once the investigation is done. So yeah, that must have held them up, I guess. That's weird.
But it did seem kind of odd to bring that up
Yeah.
a little bit, I thought.
Well, he says something, well, we're sorry, we're punchy because we've traveled days or something. He said hours, and then he's like, they're like days, and
I don't know.
Carol, Kristie, love, I'm sorry, I meant the heart.
what?
I didn't mean that. I
What?
meant that.
What'd you do?
I put that pink pile of poo. It's right next.
Kristie, please.
Oh, Scooter, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody's on edge tonight. What is up?
I think
Slow
what
down. Let's take it
it
down.
was that the
That's what I
father
meant,
used the
Kristie.
terminology mass shooting when it wasn't, and his son, well, allegedly, just did a mass shooting not so long before. I mean, you know, it just seemed an odd, how coincidentally weird.
Well, maybe
If
he
he
thought
did-
they were acting weird, or maybe he said, like, I don't know, they was trying to explain their behavior.
Well, how coincidental that he uses the terminology mass shooting when that's what his son is suspected of doing. Which is weird that he used that term when the person sitting right next to him, his son, allegedly has done a mass shooting. I mean,
No, stabbing.
Yeah, stabbing. It's just weird. You know,
Yeah.
I guess it's just coincidence,
I don't know.
but what a weird coincidence. And I kind of thought that they've been looking at him and kind of checking him out longer than 4 days. And I've looked at so much information that I can't even remember what kind of led me to that conclusion.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they did say 4 days, but there was stuff that I was reading and I was thinking, it seems like they had their eye on him longer than 4 days. So, I don't know.
What I was thinking too, Tracy. I mean, Debbie. Deb.
Yeah, that's fine. Deb will do. Deb will do. Hi, everyone. Sorry I haven't said hello. I'm kind of so preoccupied with this kind of stuff and just like I've got 2 iPads going and looking up information on one and maybe tomorrow. I don't know. What do you think? They might release maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
For
Maybe.
the affidavit. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll be so interested in that. As will a lot of people, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe that will give us some more clues to,
Yeah, Debbie, I heard on a newscast where obviously, they seemed like they were let down. This newscast lady was in front of the jail there in Idaho. And she's like, well, now with this gag order, she's like, maybe somehow they will go ahead and still give it to us.
Oh, wait. Oh, the gag order, the affidavit has nothing to do with the gag order.
nothing,
Really?
yeah, that's.
100%. We said that. See, this is another thing. We said that last night, Scooter.
Huh? What?
You missed it. Earlier today, I said, I find it funny when somebody comes in and they come up and they go, oh my gosh, I've got some really breaking news. Have you heard? And they say, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, we went over that last night. I guess you missed that. Oh yeah, I must have been in the shower. And then somebody said, then Scooter, literally 10 minutes after I said that, somebody came up and did that. We weren't live. We were in the Zoom.
I saw it. I saw it all the time in the chat, and I kept answering people again and again. It doesn't have anything to do with the affidavit being released. It's a separate thing, and I even read out, oh, maybe in the Zoom though, after the live, which people are affected by the gag order.
Yeah, and I read it too. I did it too on the live, but it's not even that, Deborah. It's like so many times I say something and then somebody comes in and goes, "Guess what I just heard?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, we did that last night." Oh, okay, all right, sorry, but
No, I heard Debbie read that last night in Zoom about the gag
yeah,
order.
and I also read it on the live.
Oh,
Yeah, thing is, like, if you look at Richard Allen, now there was a gag order also
Right.
imposed with him, and it was the day or so after his defense certainly got a little statement out there. He knew it was coming, but then like the next day, they put a gag order, yet those affidavits were still released and known. So the two, are separate.
okay, then
types
how
of
come
issues.
they didn't know that gosh, I think it was either Court TV or News Nation. I don't know that I was watching that.
So Brian Enton's reported that he was taken off the plane in what appeared to be body armor, and then said that the crew at the jail. See here, this is already. They're already breaking that anti-dissemination order. Okay? Because Brian Enton just said the crew at the jail said deputies are staging the outside and getting ready for his arrival. And earlier today, another reporter had something from law enforcement about him. According to that dissemination order, they're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, but he's media. If he's seen that, he's allowed to report that.
No. He's saying that they're not supposed to be talking to the media.
And they are, you're saying?
Yes,
Well, they better not be.
they are. They are. So that's the second thing I've said. They even had an interview with somebody from the police department standing there and talking all about, how he's going to come in and where he's going to stay and all about everything. Now, Enton is saying that they're talking to him now about it.
Well, that's not the case though. That's just,
Hold on. I'll read it to you.
I'll call out there and tell them, hey guys, this is under a gag order. What are you doing?
Non-dissemination order, okay?
I'll call that jail.
It says, it is hereby ordered that the parties to the above titled action, including investigators, law enforcement personnel, attorneys, agents of the prosecuting attorney or defense attorney, are prohibited from making extrajudicial statements, written or oral, concerning this case, other than a quotation from or reference to, without comment, the public records of the case. Now, public records, see, the affidavit is a public record. Yeah, so that's not affected. This
Okay,
order
good.
specifically prohibits any statements which a reasonable person would expect to be disseminated by means of public communication that relates to the following: evidence regarding the occurrences or transactions involved in the case, the character, credibility, or criminal record of a party, the performance or results of any examinations or tests, or the refusal or failure of a party to submit in such tests or examinations, any opinion as to the merits of the case or defense of the party, any other matter reasonably linked to interfere with a fair trial in this case, such as, but not limited to, the existence of contents of any confession, admission, or statement given by this defendant, the possibility of a plea of guilt. So I guess he can talk about his
About where they're at in the
to
jail.
the charged offense of a lesser offense, or an opinion as to the guilt or innocence. It is further ordered that no person covered by this order shall avoid its prescriptions by action that indirectly but deliberately cause a violation of this order. It is further ordered that all provisions thereof shall remain in full force and effect throughout the proceedings until such time as the verdict has been returned unless modified by the court. So yeah, I guess they can say we're getting ready for him, but they can't say,
Yeah.
you know, he looks guilty as crap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, or yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can't say he said, you know, he's going to take a plea deal, or hey, they just got some big evidence on him. And see, so I don't know who's the one that's saying that. See, that's violating it when they said that
It
Indiana
is,
State
I
Police
think,
were
yeah.
told to. See, that's why I don't think it's real, because I don't think real law enforcement would do that. I think
Yeah,
it's a
that may
faker.
not be real. That could be somebody making that up.
I think that's a faker.
But I still think it happened. I think it was real, in my opinion.
I think it's a faker.
Well, I think it was real. But you never know. I'm just saying, it was kind of weird.
Let's see what he said. I want to see what people are saying about that other traffic stop. What does the dad say
To
about the
me, it's
shooting?
more what the officers did not say when they pulled him over.
Yeah, I'm trying to read this.
Sorry.
Has that car been seen on wash? I'm just trying to see if the most important it shows. To see if anybody's saying anything about. Why have a body camera going if you're not going to have it facing the people you're pulling over yet? That was a strange thing that officer, and maybe was he so nervous that he wasn't even thinking? Like, I don't understand. It's
I
just
don't
so
think
weird.
so. I don't think it was that. I think he did it on purpose.
Hi, Sherry. I am Rose.
They were on to him who gets pulled over. The officer said, "Why are you guys afraid of airplanes?" He found it wild that they drove such a long distance. I wonder if they put the officers up to it to get some kind of reaction.
Dad,
Let's see.
turn off the heat, alright?
Let's see. Excellent.
I just feel like it.
Hi, Shay.
Uh-huh.
Shay said she keeps looking at the roster and she doesn't see it yet, but he will be mugshot 23.
You think you can get it now?
Yeah. What? He's not there yet.
Yeah, Jeff H. says maybe he thought that the camera would make Bryan suspicious and nervous. Well, he did seem nervous to me anyway the first time.
But the next time you come.
Then I don't know what this is. Is Kohberger with Matthew? Haha, screams. Okay, that's nothing there. Let's see. You going to bed?
Yeah.
Oh, good night, Kitty. Yeah, I love you.
Jeff and that second officer was just, you know, laughing and just like, you know, best buddies here, you know.
Jeff said officer said, that's a long haul. Y'all afraid of flying?
Yeah, yep.
What do you think about this, Jeff? You think that, did you see what Fox News put out there?
No.
Whoever,
what?
no, I'm talking, no, I told you. I'm getting a complex, a really bad one.
Why?
I just read to you what Fox News said.
Oh, I
about-
was in the chat. I'm sorry.
No,
Jeff.
no, but before when they said that they intentionally pulled him over. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. You do remember me saying that
Yes.
Indiana
yes,
police intentionally pulled him over.
correct. Yeah. 'cause
That
I
was
got all
reported
the-
by Fox News.
Okay, it was by Fox. Okay.
Yes, and they said a member of law enforcement told them that, which would be totally violating that order. So I'm asking Jeff if he thinks that's true or he thinks it's a faker that called into Fox News. And Fox News didn't vet it.
He says, I think what Fox News put out is true. These cops weren't sent into the lion's den unaware. Okay, but do you think, but they shouldn't have told Fox?
But that would be a violation, Jeff, of that order.
I would say, I would think so, absolutely.
But would it not? I mean, because it really isn't part of the case, is it? I mean, if you think about it, right?
Yeah, it is. It's all about his surveillance. Yeah, I don't think they should be letting that out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see.
Yeah, and Rose, it was like he was trying to make him so freaking comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
So now that he's been extradited back, I have a question. Now he'll be formally arrested? Is that the way it works?
Oh,
He'll be
Shelley.
charged. They'll take him into court, and they'll read him the charges and everything.
Yes, is once Kohberger arrives in, I'm gonna say this wrong, is it Lawtell County?
Lawtell County, yeah.
He will be formally arrested by Idaho authorities. I'm reading this off a news channel.
According to Twitter, apparently, allegedly, he already arrived as per
Oh, yeah,
some people.
yeah.
Yeah, he
does.
did.
He has.
There's already footage of him departing the airstrip.
Oh, well, maybe since he hasn't formally been charged, they were allowed to say that? But,
No, but he has been charged. I mean, he's been arrested for that in
He's been
Pennsylvania, and he's got to
arrested.
be extradited. He had to make sure he understood the charges in the Pennsylvania court and that he waived his extradition hearing.
okay, well, yeah.
And this just says, I'm just reading this off this article, that his first appearance hearing where bail is usually set. Well, I guess they decide on that. This is followed by a preliminary hearing where prosecutors present evidence and witnesses in open court, and the judge rules on whether to bind Kohberger over for trial, meaning the case is sent to district court. Sometimes defendants can waive the preliminary hearing.
Okay, so here's something else. Investigators said they're still looking for the murder weapon. More details about the case are expected to be released after the suspect arrives in Idaho and the affidavit is unsealed. And they said the after dark arrest in Pennsylvania constitutes that they have more evidence in their probable cause, and they said that they got his DNA after he was arrested. Let's see here. How did they say this? Investigators have said they're still looking for the murder weapon. More data. Okay, I just read that. But attorneys, law enforcement officers, and others involved won't be able to discuss the affidavit or other court documents after an Idaho magistrate judge on Tuesday issued a so-called gag order barring officials from talking publicly about many aspects of the case outside of court. Judges sometimes issue these orders when they fear that pretrial publicity could prevent a defendant from getting a fair trial. Kohberger was arrested by state police at his parents' home in eastern Pennsylvania last Friday. Kohberger's parents and sisters, now they're saying sisters, so I guess that other sister did come, but she came from somewhere else, sat in the front row of the courtroom gallery behind the defense table. His mother and his sister, Melissa, broke down as he walked into the courtroom, sobbing quietly and holding one another. A sheriff's deputy brought them boxes of tissues. Kohberger glanced at his family briefly as he was let out of the courtroom. Lawton County prosecutors in Idaho said they believe Kohberger broke into the victim's home near the university campus intending to commit the murder. Let's see. I saw something else.
So I'm just trying to get the sequence of what's gonna happen. It says after bail and preliminary hearings, Kohberger would then have an arraignment hearing. This is when he will enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. After that, if the prosecutors and defendants wish, they can engage in plea negotiations. Otherwise, both sides will prepare to go to trial.
DNA evidence played a key role in identifying Kohberger as the suspect, and officials were able to match his DNA to genetic material recovered during the investigation. The officials spoke on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to publicly discuss details of the ongoing investigation. In addition to DNA evidence, authorities also learned Kohberger had a white Hyundai Elantra. Moscow police had identified a white Hyundai Elantra seen near the scene of the crime and asked the public for help finding the sedan. The Indiana State Police announced Tuesday that on December 15th, a trooper stopped a white Hyundai Elantra on Interstate 70 for following too close. Body-worn camera by the trooper appeared to show Bryan Kohberger in the driver's seat. At the time, there was no information available to the trooper that would have identified Kohberger as a suspect in the Idaho killings, the agency said, and he was released with a verbal warning. Kohberger had also been stopped a few minutes earlier by a deputy from the Hancock County Sheriff's Department for following too closely and giving a verbal warning, the Sheriff's Department said. Federal and state investigators are combing through Kohberger's background, financial records, electronic communications as they work to build the case against him. The official who spoke anonymously said, the investigators are also interviewing people who knew Kohberger, including those at Washington State University. His relatives in Pennsylvania have expressed sympathy for the families of the victims, but vowed to support him and promote his presumption of innocence. Investigators have asked for information about Kohberger from anyone who knows him. And Dallinger said investigators got 400 calls to a tip line within the first hour of that request. He said that they were trying to build this picture now of him, who he is, his history, how we got to this event and why this occurred. And they said something else that I was saying that, where's this? Hold on, I just read something here.
There's something here about if there's an independent probable cause without the need to pursue third-party DNA evidence. If that third-party DNA evidence is necessary, this could lead to quite an interesting question for both the courts in Idaho, but perhaps ultimately the U.S. Supreme Court. So if they only have a third-party DNA evidence, that's what that's referring to, which I would think they would have more. You know, when they did the genealogy DNA match, I would think they would have more than that at this point.
Mm-hmm. They said that DNA obtained directly from Bryan Kohberger after his arrest. The Kohberger's warrant merited an after-dark arrest, which requires a higher standard of probable cause. A tactile response team reviewed floor plans of the home and broke multiple doors and windows when they entered. Okay, so Kohberger landed in Pullman, Washington moments ago. Let's see. Okay. Okay, go back to this, see if they have any. Did Brian, not Brian, Jeff answer? Oh, you said that he said he thought it was true? I can't even remember anymore. What?
Yes, that he did believe it was true.
Now Jennifer Coffendorfer looks like she took down that other thing she had up.
So apparently they evacuated the entire airport so he could have a pit stop on his, flight back. I didn't know that.
So she was so sure he had a cut. And she was saying the cut is what's going to sink him, blah, 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 blah. And now she's saying, oh, wait. Now there's other footage. It doesn't look like he has a cut. But they also told Fox News. Time of the stop, there was no information. Yeah. This is really weird. This is crazy. What does this mean? At the time of the stop, there was no information available on a suspect. Okay, that's what they said. But what is she talking about now? There's something different. Could not find any evidence. Okay, we have examined records and do not find any record of any traffic stops. Oh, said it. So somebody told them originally that they couldn't find any evidence of the traffic stops? I don't know what she's posting here. This Jennifer Coffendorfer. Sure what to say. I don't know. I can't check this other thing now. So I'm going to see what people are saying about this Fox News thing.
You know, it also says in regards to those 4 days that before his arrest, during those 4 days, law enforcement worked with prosecutors to develop enough probable cause to get a warrant. 2 law enforcement officers said, sources said. So those 4 days, they were still gathering stuff to develop the probable cause. So, but I still think they had their eye on him prior to those 4 days.
Might be.
They were just maybe tying up some loose ends, trying to seal up that probable cause to get a warrant. From the sounds of this article, that's in CNN or something. I don't know.
Okay.
You want me to shut this phone off?
Let me see here. Phone. What phone?
Your phone's over here.
It doesn't have to be shut off.
Not shut it off, but like, take it out of here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be doing more stuff here?
No. Let's see here. Uh-oh.
What was that? Did I shut it off?
Yeah, you did.
I did? Oh, I must have hit the side button. You want to turn it back on?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
Okay, let me see now. Forget what I was doing here. Oh, I was trying to see what everybody was saying about this Fox News thing.
I'm just reading too.
Okay. So let's see. I thought Indiana State Police said there were no alerts when he was pulled over. Why didn't Bryan fly home for Christmas? Someone says there's no way his dad knew. We'll get through that. I knew it. No way a coincidence. Would he get pulled over twice? Called it. Good work. So nobody's questioning this now. Somebody said, how stupid. Then it will be an illegal stop. Not only will any video of his hands be precluded at trial, but any evidence resulting from such evidence will be precluded because it's the fruit of the poisonous tree. FBI is really a bad organization. That's somebody said that, not me. Somebody said fake news, watch the video from the first stop. Not defending, just got to get the facts straight here. Sounds like an illegal search. Don't F this up.
But they didn't search him. They didn't search.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't know.
I do.
Let's see.
I do too.
And
But
even
that's
if we find out later, they say, no, it wasn't coordinated. We didn't know. Please don't tell me. I want to go with this good feeling.
Then you're going to go back to thinking Indiana effed up again?
Oh my God.
I really do like my state. I'm just playing around, guys.
The Hoosier state.
Yeah.
I know.
Who's your mama? Hoosier.
Indiana.
Oh, Jeff says Bryan never refuted the reasons he was told he was being pulled over. Yeah, I mean, one was for speeding and one was for tailgating. And did you notice too how that officer, I mean, come on, everybody that drives has a license. He's telling him, you were too close, okay? Now, if you're going 50 miles an hour, you stay 5.
And have you ever been pulled over for going too close to another vehicle? You're either
No.
pulled over for speeding or not going fast, like for being too close.
No, I don't think so. I don't
No,
think
but I did for swerving a little bit, but for no reason. I wasn't swerving, but they had a reason. They could give you any reason to pull you over. They could give you
Right,
any reason,
yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
as long as they give one.
And I forget, you know, I live here, we live on this little dead end street, okay? And there's only homes on my side. And it's a short little street. I remember years ago, just as I was turning into my road, I see behind me some lights. I'm like, oh, dang it. And I didn't have my seatbelt on. So I forget what he was.
Was that the night you were out with us? One night you were driving around?
No, this was years and years ago, Nicole.
Oh, that's scary though.
But, and it was at night, but I thought, dang it, what in the heck? Well, I forget, he didn't give me a ticket, but I don't know what I had done. But, he goes, because I hurry up and put my seatbelt on, okay, as he was walking up. And he knew that right before he was ready to walk away, he goes, and is there a reason you weren't wearing your seatbelt? I'm like, oh, I just had surgery not too long ago and it bothers me.
Well, there's no reason, ma'am, for not to be wearing a seatbelt. You know, click it or ticket.
Well, he
Right?
goes,
You would say.
well, if that's okay, he's like, I'm sorry about that. He goes, then, you know, you should, you know, get something, you know, get something in writing, or I forget how he said it, but you know, you can get approved for that, not to. Okay.
Oh, hi, Edelweiss. Edelweiss is here. Hi, Edelweiss.
Wise.
Edelweiss. Remember when Edelweiss sat down at the table and went through the phone records with us during the Watts case?
No.
You
I
don't
was
remember
not here.
Edelweiss helping us from Colorado? I'm sorry, Edelweiss. Scooter doesn't always pay attention. Don't let it bother you. I remember well.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't here.
About it, I'll remember. Hi, Christine. I said hi earlier. Hi, Julianne.
Hi, Christine. Hi, MD.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Tracy. Hi, Julianne. Ann Rose. Welcome. Anybody else I missed? I'm sorry. Kalani. Hi. Lots of states. Okay. Well, I believe they could have a statute for following too closely, but usually if you're following too closely, you're probably speeding, right? or driving recklessly, which would be following too closely
Yeah.
to be driving recklessly. So they go kind of hand in hand. So.
I mean, yeah, when I have gotten pulled over.
It was before Scooter. Oh, they said they were here before you, Scooter.
Huh? I
They
was
said you
what?
weren't. No, she was here during the Watts case.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's how I found Carolyn's channel, for real.
She doesn't remember you either, Scooter.
Scooter.
Don't remember me?
Scooter's her new follower. She's been
I
here.
wasn't-
You came
I
here like a
wasn't-
couple of months ago, Scooter.
Yeah.
You found us a
3
couple of months
months,
ago.
3 months, I think, yeah.
It's her
I
3-month
just
anniversary.
wasn't up on
So.
panel at all then. I never came up on panel. I just harassed Carolyn from the chat. Remember you thought I was serious that one?
Yeah, yeah.
You still remember that?
LOL, I don't remember her.
Well. that's
What matters,
probably-
you know each other now. That's what matters. That you're friends now. That's all that matters.
You may have blocked me out, Edelweiss, like so many. Or Edelweiss, or Edelweiss.
Edelweiss.
Joe
Like
just
the
sent you an email,
nursery
Carolyn.
song. What?
That song.
Joe said she just sent you an email, hopefully to the correct email address.
Oh, Shelley Joe?
Shelley Joe, yes.
All right, let me check. Thank you.
But yeah, MD, when I heard him going on and on about that, for so many car links, I thought, yeah, okay, he's just trying to.
I don't think it's that many car lengths, Scooter. That's a lot of car lengths. 5?
Well, yeah.
I thought it was 2 car lengths, that we were supposed to stay 2 car lengths behind at least 3 seconds. Is that not correct?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I believe so.
I don't know. Could be. But he was just saying that, you heard him, right? You heard the officer saying that?
Oh, wow, no, I didn't,
Yeah.
nope.
That's why I was talking about it. Yeah, it was on the second video, the one that Carolyn.
Oh, yeah, you sent me the Fox. Yeah. That's what I read about on Fox News. That's what I just read. But thanks for sending that. Yeah.
Depending on your speed, snow
Isn't that
remover.
the one I just read? Yeah. During a traffic stop, the Kohbergers discussed an incident near Washington State University where a SWAT team was called in and killed an armed man amid a standoff.
Yes, Sandra Chisholm says yes, 2 car lengths, 1,000 and
Both men
1,100.
replied at the same time, and the deputy had a hard time hearing them over vehicles passing by. So you're coming from Washington State University, and you're going where? The deputy asks. We're going to Pennsylvania. Kohberger's father responds. Kohberger signed an extradition document during a court hearing on Tuesday and waived his right to challenge the arrest on 4 counts of first-degree murder. Yes, Kohberger said when Judge Margarita Worthington asked if he wishes to waive the rights that I have just explained to you and return to the state of Idaho. Kohberger, a teaching assistant, come on through that. Okay, let's see. Idaho murders. FBI directed Indiana police to pull over Bryan Kohberger seeking video images of his hands. I don't know, I'm just not saying something that does not make sense here. How come Fox is the only one reporting this?
Okay, Kilani says, Carolyn, in Illinois, the statute for following too close is 11-710 and carries with it a 25-point penalty to a driver's record.
Okay, no, I believe I believe that. I'm just, what I was trying to say is, usually if you're doing that, you're speeding, and they'll get you for speed. I didn't mean to say that it's not, because you.
Right, yeah.
I didn't come across what I was trying to say.
I know what
If you're up on somebody's butt, you're probably speeding or driving recklessly.
Hi, Earthbound. Hi, Ashley.
So that's what I'm saying.
Hi, Snow.
Hi, Ann.
Okay. Why the FBI already had evidence that he wore gloves after the time of the attacks for a significant amount of time. This is what somebody's saying. Obviously, the blood was intermixed or was splashed around the crime scene. Let's see him explain that. Well, it's actually easy to explain. There was a party house. All he has to say is he went there to a party. I injured myself. That's how my blood got there, and I'm sure the DNA from lots of people is in that house. Unless they wanted to see if his fingertips were burned off. Oh my gosh. People here. He burned his fingertips off, yeah.
Christine found you during the White Fox case too. Yeah, I found Carolyn like on, I think, her second live, first or second live. I just went, I mean, I was watching.
Oh, you were a part of the premieres.
Yeah, I was. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say now.
I don't know either.
None of us do. It's all good.
I have been here since your very beginning lives. They made me laugh because you didn't know what was happening, and I was laughing so hard. It was so funny. I loved it.
But here's why I don't believe Fox, okay? Because they are still running and have not retracted the story that Idaho murder suspect reportedly threatened guards in a Pennsylvania jail.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not true.
They still have that up here.
I did that, and they were talking about it as well.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy you're here, Anne, and we appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Anne. Let's see. You love this channel. Thank you, Anne. Okay. You live in Florida where a car length between a car is a rare gift.
Everybody's stuck on.
Well, we're just talking about it, you know.
It's got to do with keeping up the speed limit and keeping 2 car lanes between you. But no, that did you listen to that guy? The guy was saying, and this I found crazy. Didn't he say something like, it's 1 car length for every 10 miles you're going? And now the commercials used to say 2 car lengths. They told you to, if you to look at a marker and count 2 seconds. That's what they would say. They'd go, watch the car in front of you. They'll go past, like, whatever, if there was a mile marker. And then you go 1, 2. You shouldn't be past that same point before 2 seconds. But the guy yesterday was saying something to him that we listened to yesterday, said something like, if you're going 70 miles an hour, you should have 7 car lengths between you. I'm thinking, who drives like that, 7 car lengths?
Nobody.
Okay,
Nobody.
I believe that's what he was saying. It was hard to hear him, but I think he said that. Not jump all over me. Okay. Hi, Paladin. Hi, Courtney. I like to hear a little what everyone has to say. Thank you for allowing me to listen without judgment. Who's going to judge you? I don't know where you go, Courtney. I'm not your keeper. How do I know? I don't know. Who's going to say that?
You can go wherever you want to go. Absolutely.
Yeah, go wherever you want.
Absolutely. It's nice that you're here, and we appreciate you.
I have no idea where you go or where you don't go.
Yeah.
Carolyn, I love your blouse, the pattern.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. Now that they have Bryan's DNA, have they matched him to any else? I have no idea. They matched him to any unsolved crimes. I have no idea.
Well, I find it hard to believe it's just coincidence that within, 20 minutes, he gets pulled up twice?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why would they pull him over in such quick succession? I mean, wouldn't that be obvious? If they didn't want to be obvious, that would be so obvious.
I don't know.
And how come when they said to the second officer, they said, what?
Oh, I was just going to say, sorry, Carolyn.
Oh, it's okay.
Maybe if they did that, they thought they wanted to see how nervous he'd be, because you just get pulled up and then in no time at all, you're getting pulled up again. Maybe they were just seeing what the reaction might be like or something.
Or they could say, hey, could you get a better look? Get a better look at whatever. I don't know.
But they said that, no, I forgot what I was going to say.
This is the FBI guys. They are
Oh, the father said we were just pulled over And he said, by who? I said, we don't have SUVs or something like that. He was like, oh, we don't have, and then he was like, oh, wait a minute, was it a Cadillac or something? Hi, Captain Lee, thank you. Oh, wow.
Because
Time
that was
flies. I love all the Ramblers. Thank you, Captain Lee fan, for being a deputy Rambler for 13 months. If Brian's dad didn't pick up on something being wrong with his son, then he's pretty dense. Paladin
Not really.
said.
Why? I don't.
Well, that's Paladin's opinion.
I agree.
Don't have to jump all over Paladin for.
I agree with that.
Who said that?
Sharon. Now don't jump over Sharon.
I'm not.
Hi, farm wife. Hi,
I
Shelley
disagree.
Joe. I think the first stop definitely didn't get anything on camera.
You know,
I'd be rolling my eyes for getting stopped for something so lame.
Yeah, I suppose you could just pass it off
Can you
to.
please see my last comment? Edelweiss says, okay, yes. Mommy Ramblings, I never told you, but I wanted to. I am really so sorry about the loss of your son. I thought about you and your family a lot. Thank you, Edelweiss. Appreciate that. And Cheever says, how long has everybody been on? I thought you were coming. Yes, I know, N. Cheever, but you don't know what happened. Our sale did not go well tonight.
Farm wife was with me then. Thank you, farm wife.
And farm wife, what?
Dang. Oh, what?
What's wrong with your ear?
I'm trying to get the earring in.
Why are you wearing earrings?
Don't push it. Don't push it if it's not going.
You're trying to revamp your image?
Takes for. I've been wearing them off and on for a while.
You should do
2 weeks, and now they won't go back in.
You should do plugs like me. Just so stretch
Oh,
them.
stop.
Really?
No, Scooter, don't.
Just force them through. No guts, no
Yeah,
glory.
it's no big deal.
What did you miss? Well, we tracked the plane till it landed. Then we talked about, we watched I put up a video today of the new traffic stop video that they released because they weren't going to release it allegedly. And then they said, okay, we're going to release it. So they released it. I kind of tried to denoise the footage because it was so noisy, put it up, so we watched that. Then we went back and just talked about something that came out of Fox News that said that the Indiana State Police purposely pulled them over, but then I can't find anything other than Fox News, and Fox News is still reporting that him exposing himself in the jail as true, and it's not, so I don't think they're too valid right now. And I haven't seen any other source saying that. And then we went over the gag order. What else did we do? That was about it, Ed Cheever.
Good night, Tracy.
We went on early, yeah. Sorry about that. We just went on early, I know.
Well, I mean, with him landing and everything, it changes the timeline of your lives, too. You kind of don't want to miss out.
Right.
On what's going on with the case either. You can only be one place at one time, Carolyn.
Oh, they said ice, numb the ear, and jab. Oh, MD said ice your ear till it's numb, and then jab it with the earring.
Yeah, I just jab it in, guys, anyway, and it bleeds like that. But
oh my gosh, really? Scooter,
yeah.
I don't wear earrings. I could wear them not for 10 years and my holes are still there.
Are you serious?
I've always been that way.
100%. And no blood or anything.
Carolyn, the back doesn't close up after a certain number of years. Just the lip, it's not a lot of skin, but it's the back.
I've got them still.
Yeah, but do you really?
Mine's always been this way.
Oh.
And I have different holes too, where they've pierced my ears different ways all through the year.
Oh, you were wearing tons of earrings. You got your cartilage pierced and everything along with,
No, you can get the top of your ears pierced. That helps.
No, I know, I'm choking. Of course you can, but that hurts.
Mine is pierced. The very top, at the very kind of top. I still wear an earring in there, actually. So I've got so many in the low parts. that
I haven't worn
think I'm
earrings in
scratched.
years. Maybe I'll start wearing earrings again now too.
I have my
since-
septum pierced. I have both nostrils. I had both my eyebrows pierced. Yeah, and I took most of it, all of it out. I took all of it out.
I like earrings
I can
though.
go forever without, and my holes never
I've only
close
had
up.
them pierced twice. The first time I did myself with my cousin when we were 16.
Oh,
with
boy.
the needle over the fire and
With a
tied-
potato, that's really dangerous.
Yeah.
My
The first
mom
thing
did.
is
You're lucky you don't have hepatitis.
piercings
My mom
have
did
been.
mine.
I got them done at, what do you call it? Claire's, I think. You know, they redid them years ago.
Piercings have been a form of an expression.
Darning needle. She just held a lighter underneath it and got it hot. She got like a big darning needle and a half a potato. And I was about 9 or 10 years old when she did those. My ears like that.
Yeah.
I know.
Myself. I pierced my nose myself, but that was it.
Oh, stop it! Really?
I did. Yeah.
Why would you do
Oh,
that?
wait, your nose or you did the, not the septum?
No,
I-
not
I'm
the
gonna
septum.
vomit in a minute if we talk about the septum
no,
at all
no,
anymore.
No, I did not do that myself. I did not do the S.
Oh, please stop! I'm
It's an
getting
S.
I'm getting physically ill thinking about that. Ugh. Sorry.
Hey, Captain.
Yes, I hear you. It sounds like he's been rejected a long time, not excusing what he's done, but I can see how in his mind he may lose it. Really, to the point of a quadruple homicide because you're losing it because you're rejected? Come on. Really?
Rejected by.
I could see you
Another
say him being
house?
frustrated, maybe he'll be alone, but really you could see that, you know, like there's a special kind of psychopath that commits a quadruple homicide because the girls aren't flocking to him.
Hi, Linda, you're Ruby.
Maybe a little self-analysis was in order. What's wrong
I
with
mean,
me?
that's over the top. There could be a lot
Move
of other things that I would say would happen first, maybe even somebody getting very depressed and maybe doing something to themselves or way before committing a quadruple homicide.
Oh yeah.
No matter how hard you try to understand this, you're not going to be able to because you're not a psychopath. You can't mold an idea from this. You can't, no one will. It's not ever going to happen because psychopaths don't think like we do. Can you imagine if all of your life you had been told that the sky is green?
Right.
Well, and that's the brain you're dealing with this man. If he committed this act, it's not going to be rational.
Right.
You can't mold it into, well, he was mistreated as a teenager. He didn't have a date to the prom, or, you know, all of the things that would affect me and affect you and affect the people that are talking in the chat about this. Those are legitimate ways to analyze it. If you're talking about if this was an act of jealousy or some sort of just rage event, but it's not. This is somebody that I don't recall 4 people stabbed to death ever. I was thinking about this earlier today. I was trying to think. I can't ever remember 4 people murdered by stabbing in one house ever.
Wait, what about BTK? He
I
killed
thought
that
he choked
family.
them to death. He choked a family to death.
Okay.
You know, he's one, I have never even watched anything or listened to anything on him. BTK, I don't know why.
Yeah, he's nuts too. Again, it's like you can't try to make this work in your brain how you would be affected and be driven to doing something out of
No,
out
can't,
of,
but
you
I
know,
think we can get to a point where we can gain some understanding of what in his mind, his motivation was. We can't, no, we don't think that way, but maybe we can get to a point where we can see what he considered motivation.
Oh,
to
it's
do
going to
this.
be really simple. He wanted to go kill that girl with the M in her window. And he thought about it for a couple months, made a plan, and he went and did it.
I don't agree 100% at this point. In that theory, I have a different theory. I believe that there was a connection. Something brought his attention to that group of people. He may have initially started with one or two of the girls, but I think that he was trying to make a statement about things that he coveted that he never thought he could achieve. And I think he was trying to make a statement of what that group of people represented to him in his mind.
Well, this is like trying to figure out why a lion eats a particular antelope out of a herd.
Well, I think we're gonna probably get a little better insight. No, we can't understand it because, you know, he's a psycho, but he had a motivation, and maybe we will find out what.
Yeah, but this is not like a case of someone being a jilted lover or
No,
being.
no, of course not. Well, look at Manson. Look what happened with the Manson family. They murdered that group of people to make a statement how they felt about a particular class, what that group of people represented to their psycho minds. You know, it was more of a statement.
Yeah, that's really complex. Manson's a standalone event. It's extremely complicated. I mean, we're talking about drugs and alcohol and a cult and a whole lot of other factors were involved. This is one man. And here's the scary part to me is
Hi, Linda.
there's hundreds or thousands of these guys right now. At any given moment, 50 of them are active killing. There's 50 people just like him that's going around. They're smiling at you when you come out of Walmart. They're thanking you and opening doors. They're going to school. They're working their jobs wherever they're working. They're driving trucks. Who knows what they're doing. Every walk of life could be represented, and they're actively killing people and not getting caught. That is a fact.
And so I think just because he's not per se in a cult, he did kind of have cultish ideas, I believe. Him studying criminology, him probably idealizing some serial killers. He probably looked at some of them as his mentor, you know, and he probably had a total hatred for a certain type of person and what in his sick mind they represented to him. And this is the way I feel about it now. Now, I might change my mind. I do believe there is something that drew his attention to that particular group. But I really feel in his mind that his thinking was, well, not cultish, but I really feel that he wanted to maybe emulate and learn from different serial killers. And I believe that this is very complex too, even though he may have acted as a lone wolf on this. His thinking.
Well, I think that if you took a common house cat and you put it in an empty room and you dumped a box full of mice into that room and you try to figure out why the cat caught the one it caught, if you can do that, you're going to be able to figure out why this guy killed. And that's an impossible thing to do. This guy killed because he's a psychopath, and it's what he's been wanting to do for a long time. I agree with you when you say he studied these people. He studied them in the same manner as somebody who goes to the gym to work out so that they can make the football team. He studied these people because he had an idea in mind that he has harbored murdering probably for a decade. But as far as being able to figure it out and put it in a nice package that he picked this girl out because she was blonde or he didn't like the way she talked, it may be a factor in it, but it's not going to be the driving force. The driving force is this guy's a psychopath. And they're hard to understand, but there's a lot of literature out there to read about them that's absolutely fascinating. I've been fascinated with I don't know, neurological disorders and brain damage and all kinds of stuff for a decade or more. And there's tons of things you can go out and read, but it's not going to be a
people
nice
that
type
commit
package. You can't
massacres-
rationalize a psychopath, I guess
No,
is what I'm saying.
But there has been instances where people have committed mass murder because they wanted to make a statement about a certain type of group of people. And they will go in, whatever type that they have in their mind, and they will mass murder because they want to make a statement about how they feel about what that group represents to their mind.
Sometimes
Yes.
you can look at one of the biggest mass murderers, Ronald Gene Simmons, and he just killed everybody in his family over several days. It was over a Christmas, and relatives came in from out of state after he had murdered his wife and daughter. He murdered his nephew and a baby. I think he ended up killing, I don't even know. It was double digits. And when he ran out of people to kill at home, he drove into town and started killing people at where he used to work. So there definitely wasn't a type there. He
What's his
just
name? What's his
No,
name?
well, he was a family
Ronald
annihilator
Gene Simmons.
also.
I've heard that name. That sounds familiar. What are you going to
But
look
not
at?
only was he a mass killer, he was a family annihilator also. So he was a combination of the two. I think a family annihilator, yet again, is a slightly different variation on, I think that's a
Well, they
different thing.
usually do it at one sitting. This guy, he killed family members over time. It's the most bizarre thing you'll ever read. It'll take you an hour to read the whole case. It's disgusting. And you can look at Green River Killer. He had a type for certain. It was mostly young women in the sex trade, almost exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
And
Easy
they think he
target.
may, huh?
Easy targets they are also.
And that was part of it. It wasn't necessarily the type as much as it was the convenience. But this just, I've said this a bunch, and I think it's always important to remember that in criminology, there's only a small number of reasons people kill. And when they don't fit into that package, then you have to look at something like this. And I think within about 2 weeks of this not getting solved, it was obvious this didn't fit into the three main reasons people kill, which are jealousy, robbery, and revenge. And there's, variations on a theme for sure, but usually you can fit a murder into one of those three categories: jealousy, robbery, or revenge. And if it doesn't, if it's that, I think I was talking about this earlier. If someone has committed this crime, like early on, and it was for one of those reasons, then they couldn't emotionally hold themselves together. They would show it to their family, friends, coworkers. They'd be falling apart, and someone would turn them in. And the fact that nobody did that within 2 weeks flipped this from your standard reason for murder over to, my God, we've got a psychopath. You have to remember still, he is not, as far as we know yet, a serial killer. Probably just barely missed it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll investigate, you never know, he may have targeted someone, as you said, in the sex trade, someone that, you don't know, a victim that just, there was no real intense investigation over. I mean, I'm sure they'll look all into his background, where he's been, and if there was any kinds of things going on. And it does seem impossible that he would have taken on this for his first time, but it's definitely possible. But I think he's done other weird things in his past, you know, that maybe not murdered a person or persons, but you just don't wake up one morning and decide you're going to do this.
Oh, no, he didn't. He's probably, I'm guessing he's thought about this for a decade or more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt. He's a broken human being. Thanks for putting the Ronald Gene Simmons
Yeah,
info
yeah,
in the
it's pretty
chat.
crazy. Yeah, and this was in Arkansas. Right?
Wow, his name sounds familiar, but gosh, I
thought we looked it up once. Maybe we did. Maybe we mentioned it before but it reminds me a little bit of was it John List who was in the house with the no.
Yes.
Is John List the one I'm thinking? Wait. No, because there was one that went away and then he lived another life. He killed his family and he got away for a long time. And lived another life. Do you remember that family annihilator? He lived a totally different life until they found him. But then there was another one that killed.
He killed his family, and then he lined them up, and he turned down the air conditioning.
Yes, right. And he stood in the house with them for a little bit before he left, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of. Yeah.
It does to me as well. Yeah, I remember that case.
Yeah. Okay. But this one was nuts. Wow, he had that. But this guy even had a child with his daughter, right? This Gene Simmons, Ronald Gene Simmons.
That we're saying in here is all just theories. He has not been proven guilty. We're all just throwing our theories or hypotheticals out there and having a discussion. He is presumed innocent until found guilty in a court of law.
Right.
And I see that there's been some comments, of course, but we're just having a discussion, and that's all.
So somebody says in the chat, it says, no, we cannot assume he is a psychopath. I'd like for them to expand on that and explain.
I guess what they're saying is, so did you perform any testing on the individual that you can say he's a psychopath? And that's what they're just that's I think what they're trying to say.
Yeah, I just, there's no other explanation that.
Well, I think we might find out his motive, what he believed his motive was. Even though we can't understand his thought processes. But first of all, he's gonna say not guilty, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So he's gonna say, I didn't do it, I think.
I think so too, yeah, I think so too.
It's only a guess, just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose we should find that out before too long, where he'll enter a plea.
I'm muted so I can eat something. I'm sitting here listening though.
Okay.
I was slow to come to this case and do any studying about it. And then one day I was just reading everything for like 8 hours. And now I'm really kind of sucked into it. So.
Just trying to see. Let's see what happens. Let's see if there's anything. Let's see with him because he's supposed
I guess I want to add something else that I saw in the chat, that psychopaths don't know right from wrong. That's not true. The definition I'm using is based on the DSM-5 personality traits test for psychopath. And you could Google that if you want. DSM-5 is the kind of the standard medical manual for mental health evaluation.
I have one
And
upstairs.
so we get that term thrown out in two different ways. Psychopath is like in the slasher movies is one thing, and then there's the medical definition of psychopath. This is, when I say this word, I'm speaking in the terms of the medical definition of it. And they do know right from wrong.
They don't care. They don't care.
They don't care. Yeah, right. Almost no empathy. There's a checklist. I think there's 40 items on the checklist, and you have to meet at least 20 of them, which it's kind of interesting. Some of the most well-known mass murderers, serial killers, did not get 40 out of 40. I think Jeffrey Dahmer only got like 19 out of 40 or something like that. It's kind of an interesting thing to look into. If you want to do something.
Yeah, I have that book on the top of my closet. Big one up there. Oh, gosh. Let's see. What is this here? I was trying to see if, let me see here.
The human psyche is a very interesting thing to study, even though we can't see the world through those colored glasses. Nonetheless, it's a very interesting topic to my mind.
Okay, so let's see what this says. After landing at the Pullman, Moscow Regional Airport Wednesday evening, Kohberger was transported to the Lehigh County Jail. So they're going to be getting him all booked in with a new mugshot, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did put him in the pickup truck, yeah.
Yeah, I really can't wait to see the probable cause affidavit. I'd be so interested to see that.
Let's see here.
Yeah, he does have a mugshot, right, already,
Yeah.
because he's already been booked, but he hasn't been, he'll get another one, I guess. I don't know.
Hold on, I'm trying to get you guys. Let me get this picture. This was him getting off the plane.
Russ left you a super chat, Carolyn.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Where's that coming from? What the heck is that playing from? PDF. Okay, that's good. Mommy ramblings. Where's my live stream? Yeah, that's them taking him into the pickup truck. The plane has landed, and he looks like he's wearing a coat at this point, a black coat, and being transferred, rough and ready. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Rough and Ready. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Hi, Dottie, 55. How are you? Hi, Danielle. C. Did she just come in too? There she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Danielle. Okay. And so I was looking up something. Okay. Okay, so let me pull this up, make this a little wider.
And Cheever, a member for 25 months.
Thank you, and Cheever.
There you go.
Congratulations, Cheever.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just trying to.
Hi, Jeannie's talking about live.
Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. Antisocial. So. It was so quiet. I just... Okay, well, I'll get this doctor because I don't just leave it dead air.
Okay, I'm done.
What were you doing? Eating?
I'm just eating a little bit of something.
Okay, so let me go back to the chat because everybody got so quiet. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Hi, Liz Tops. Hi, Tree Dog. There are 2 young girls missing from your town. Really, Ginny? Let me take a look.
What was that, Caroline?
There are 2 young girls missing from her town.
Oh.
Oh, UFC fighter Phil Baroni beats girlfriend to death in Mexico hotel room. Wow. I wonder if he's taking I wonder if they get tested for steroids or something. This guy right here beat his girlfriend to death. Former UFC fighter Phil Baroni was arrested in Mexico for reportedly killing his girlfriend on Sunday. The Mexican news outlet reported that the victim was discovered lifeless in a hotel room in San Pancho with bruises all over her body and covered with a sheet. Police reportedly took pictures of Baroni's hands upon noticing they were red. Baroni, 46 years old, allegedly told police that they had a drunken argument and it had transpired between him and his girlfriend and it turned physical. He claimed that he was upset after learning his girlfriend had cheated on him, and he told her to take a shower. Baroni claimed his girlfriend refused to take a shower, leading him, she caused him, right? Look at you, made me do, to grab her by the arms and force her into the shower, and he claimed it was then that she struck her head. Oh, yes, okay, yeah, it was all her fault. It was all her fault. Baroni allegedly said that he helped her out of the tub and removed her clothes and wrapped her in a blanket after she said she was cold. Yes, he took such wonderful care of her. The ex-fighter then claimed his girlfriend wanted cigarettes and beer, so yeah, he went to go get them for her. And let me guess, when he came back, she was dead? Baroni said he returned to find what initially believed to be his girlfriend sleeping, but he reportedly flagged down police when he realized she wouldn't wake up. He's charged with homicide and remains jailed. There. Yeah, okay. He was just helping her to the shower. It says it was an accident. She struck her head. Oh my gosh. Let's see. They still haven't found that little girl in North Carolina? Madalena Kojikari? Oh, yes, somebody told us about this. Who was it that who told us about the elderly couple? Oh, that was Video Reel in Florida. Okay, hold on. We got to let Sassy out here 1 second. All right, so there's a woman suspected of involvement in the murders of a Florida couple at a senior living facility over the weekend has been arrested out of state. Mount Dora interim police chief Mike Gibson did not release the woman's identity or where she was arrested, but said she would be returned to Florida shortly. The woman was apparently located when police in the unnamed state spotted her driving a green Kia Soul belonging to Sharon and Daryl Getman, the couple who was found dead on Saturday in the Waterman Village in Mount Dora. The Kia Soul was reported stolen after the Getmans were found dead. Police said the woman, who was dressed in a particular way, was first seen near the property at about 3 p.m. on Friday when security escorted her off. More than an hour later, she was seen on security wearing the same clothing, which Gibson said was very unique. Why can't they say what it was? Oh my gosh. Then, shortly before 11 p.m., the woman knocked on the door of an apartment and asked the tenant if she could take a shower. The tenant panicked, pushed her alarm button. This uniquely dressed woman grabbed a set of keys near the apartment's front door and fled. Police and security responded to the alarm, checked the area. They were unable to locate the woman. About 3 hours later, the Soul was seen on video leaving the apartment complex. The woman returned 10 minutes later on foot, but a security guard refused to let her in. Officers followed her off the property but lost sight of her. On Saturday afternoon, the Getmans, Sharon, 80, and Daryl, 83, were found dead. Police have not released the cause or manner of death, but they did describe the crime as heinous. Gibson said his department got a call on Monday saying that the Getman's vehicle had been found and the woman driving it, the same woman from the security incidents over the weekend, was charged with vehicle theft. That's really weird. So she went and killed them so they wouldn't let her take a shower. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is that other one. The dad charged with it. Look at this car. It is a miracle these people survived.
$11.11, make a wish. Oh.
Okay, so California radiologist has been charged with attempted murder and child abuse after he allegedly drove off a 250-foot cliff with his 2 children and his wife inside the vehicle. All 4 people in the car survived. California Fire Battalion Chief Bryan Kohberger called it an absolute miracle. California Highway Patrol investigators worked throughout the night interviewing witnesses and gathering evidence from the scene. Based on the evidence collected, investigators developed a probable cause to believe the incident was an intentional act. Dharmesh A. Patel, 42, will be booked on the charges when he's released from the hospital. Investigators didn't say if the woman and children were related to Patel, but a statement from Providence Holy Cross Medical Center, where he works, said they are deeply saddened to learn of a traffic incident involving one of our physicians and his family. The woman and children were identified only by their ages. The woman's 42, but they are his children. Okay, and wife. I've read it in another news source. And the children are a 7-year-old girl and a 5-year-old boy. Can you imagine? Investigators say Patel's Tesla plunged off the road at Devil's Slide, a notorious area about 15 miles south of San Francisco known for fatal accidents. There was no guardrail on the spot where Patel left the road. We go there all the time for cars over the cliff, and they never live. This was an absolute miracle, Pottinger said. All 4 people in the car were listed in critical condition, but all were alert and speaking with rescuers when they arrived shortly after 10 a.m. on Monday. The car apparently flipped over several times on its way down the rocky cliff and wedged itself into an outcropping just above the surf. The rescue took several hours as crews battled rain, heavy winds, waves, and slick surfaces. Firefighters had to use the jaws of life tools to cut the victims out of the smashed vehicle. They pulled the children out of the back window, lifting them up the side of the cliff in a rescue basket using a rope system. The adults were hoisted up by helicopter and flown to a hospital. Wow. Crazy. Look at that. Horrible. What the heck? I don't see that. Let me look somewhere else for the missing kids in your town. Let me look for the missing girls, you said? Okay, let's see here. Jeannie, you want to help me on this? If you want to send me a link, I don't know. There's so many when I don't see anything that's like brand new. So if you want to send me something that we can see there, let's see. Let me go over here. Okay, and I'm going to go check for an update on Bryan now. Let's see, I'm going to go see if there's an update. Let's see. All right. I'll go back to see what's up with this. Okay, we've got a new mugshot. Here we go. Hold on. Here he is. Smile. Officially booked into the Idaho County, Idaho jail. The crew at the jail was staging outside, getting ready for his arrival. And there he is.
It's disgusting.
Let's see. Okay, let's see here.
Oh, and Tammy, I just answered your email. I don't know if you got it. And thank you so much.
Okay.
Love, love, love it.
Trying to see if if they're saying anything else.
Carolyn, have you ever heard this? Yvonne Stoneburner says, eyes above ear.
Oh, yeah.
Ear. I have never heard that. You have?
I just heard it recently.
My eyes are above my ear. I'm not feeling nothing to fear.
What is
can't
this?
tell
Hold
if
on a
mine
minute.
are.
This something's really weird.
Sorry.
I don't think mine are. I think mine are even, sort of.
Oh, wait, mine are even too. I never really checked.
Somebody posted this. This has got to be a joke.
What?
Somebody posted this.
Oh. Why does that look even freakier? Come on.
Yeah, but I don't believe that.
I know. I just can't believe it. That's what I'm saying.
He wouldn't be smiling.
Lexi, oh wait, after you wash your hands, I want you to look at this, see what you think.
That's creepy.
Isn't it?
It is.
A huge smile on his face. That's creepy as hell.
Okay, wait, I didn't want to watch.
But it's
okay.
weird because whoever did this, if this isn't real, like, look at this,
Okay.
the way
I'm gonna mute.
it matches, and it matches the line in the chin,
It's real.
and the nose flares. It's not like this, his nose is not the same as the other one.
No,
Watch.
this is real.
This is really weird. Look. See if I can put them, let me try to put them side by side. Hold on.
That's a
hang
really
on. Let
great,
me put them side by side.
Yeah.
really great Photoshop. If it is
But
fake.
but it can't. What I'll show you, because what did they do with it? Don't even tell me that. Where did it go now? Okay, hold on. Open image, new tab. Okay, let me make this small. Come on, get over there. Get over there. That's not the one. That's not the one. You're the one. Where'd you go? Over here. Come on. Come on. Okay, now, let me make this one small. Oh no, I've got two smiling ones side by side. It's not, we want the other, where's our other one? You can go over here now. And you can come over here now. Look, the nose is flared out differently in this one. His eye, see, it's a little deeper because he's smiling. I think that's real. That's crazy.
I think it's real. I think that's real. It's a really great Photoshop. If it isn't, his brow is furrowed. He's smiling.
Jeff says if the wrinkles in the shirt are exactly the same, I bet it's a Photoshop job.
The wrinkles are about the same, but his arms are not the same.
But how did they get, how did they get this? It actually...
His arm isn't even bent in that set. It's like he straightened his arm out.
It is real or no?
I don't know.
And this is
Lexi
deeper.
said it looks real to her. But
And the nose is flared out here.
it's freaking me out.
Well, because he's smiling, so that side of his face is going up.
Exactly, which would make it real, right? If his face is if the rest of his face is reacting to the smile.
Are you gonna put them side by side?
They are side by side. You can't see
Okay,
them.
we're just a little behind on here. Because I rewound it so she could see. She wants to see them side by side.
Well, Jeff says there's software, we know that, but I don't know. I don't know.
Same.
I don't know, I think it's fake.
Would he really be doing that?
Well, if there's software like that, I'd like to get it for like when my kids don't smile, because that's really real.
It looks real.
That's
It really does.
pretty
look
crazy
real.
because it makes the rest of your face like absolutely like the lines go in where they should, where they would be.
Carolyn,
What?
according to Lexi, her opinion is it's not real.
Looks like Facetune app.
She said it looks like Facetune app.
Okay. Facetune app will do that, so I can do that to anybody that's not smiling, like when Scooter looks
Okay,
really
so
mad in a picture.
Yeah, it is fake. That most people are saying it's face more, that it's fake.
Christine Micro says it's from his
Oh,
profile.
look, she said
where
you
he
can tell,
smiled.
Carolyn,
See
from,
how his lip is like right there?
Where is it from?
Right
oh,
here.
Profile picture where he
oh,
smiled.
she said, look at his lips. You can tell.
What profile picture?
His lips.
What profile? What
I
profile
don't
picture?
know, that's Christine Micro saying
What's
that.
it called, Lex?
What profile picture?
She said it's called Facetune.
I know that, but what profile picture does he have that on? That's crazy.
From what picture, Christine? She says it's his smile. He had a blue shirt on in whatever picture she's talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the tie? Or no, the one with. Okay, hold on a minute.
The wrinkles are exactly the same. I mean, it's
On the sleeve, exactly everything.
now that I'm looking at it, it looks exactly the same.
Yeah, the shirt does, definitely.
I think you're talking about the one with the tie, right?
I haven't seen that one.
College photo, she says.
Yeah, the college photo with the tie. Okay, let me see.
Look at his forehead too. Count those. Look on the forehead. There's like some marks on his.
I think so.
It's closer on one picture and further back on the other.
Hold on one second. Trying to get the other
There we
picture.
go.
Hey guys, I was trying to chat, but it was driving me nuts, so I had to call in.
Oh,
But
sorry.
I swear, weren't we doing that here? Like, not me, but I swear, like a year ago, you guys were taking like photos of dolls and
Oh,
like
well,
stuff
that
into-
was an app that made them talk, but I never
Yeah.
saw. Yeah, but it never matched up like fully. Like you could see that it was they had weird teeth, like it would make them have weird teeth and stuff.
I don't know though. That was like over a year ago, so the technology probably just got better, and I feel like that looked pretty realistic to me. So I'm sure it's just fake. There's no way he'd be smiling like that.
Okay, here's the one they're talking about. Hold on, let me get this one.
Heck, they don't even let you smile for driver's licenses.
Yeah,
But he's not gonna do. They would like
real paladin, because you're a male, right?
But that still is not exactly like that. Look. That's not the same mouth.
I don't think it's a profile picture. I think it's just an app that they can, it's the same picture though, because the wrinkles are the same in the shirt. Jeff had a good point. Jeff and Sherry and everyone.
Yeah, it probably just messes with the face.
I don't know. So that's weird. Okay.
Who posted it? Where'd you find that? Like on the Facebook group?
It was on Twitter. It was on Twitter.
Weird.
Is it? Oh, never mind. Yeah, the police wouldn't have that out, put that out though, would they? Or they would, wouldn't they?
What? No, the first mugshot is his real one.
I know.
That I put up there.
I was not, hi.
What? What's the matter?
I'll be back on later. It just seems like some people in chat just have to say something.
What? No, don't go anywhere. What's going on?
It's just rude. Some people.
What happened? I don't have the chat on.
I
but
didn't
I'm
see the
gonna-
chat either.
I'm not gonna.
Calm, Nicole, calm.
I'm okay. This is constant.
Nicole, it's okay.
It's constant.
What happened?
I didn't even see that.
Don't let anyone bully you.
Nope, don't worry about it, Nicole. Don't.
Stay.
We love you.
We sure do. Yeah, this is ridiculous. It's constant.
Call me.
All right, I will.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
It must be gone. I do not see it.
Okay, wait a second. Scooter, can you check your messages for a
Right,
second?
Bridget, yeah.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Yes, his birthday is 11/21/94. Yes, yeah, yes. You think his birthday has any role in his mind? No, I don't. No, I don't.
Carolyn, did you see his message?
I'm
He
looking.
sent you a YouTube video that shows how to do a smile fix in Photoshop.
Oh, okay. I'll check it later. Thanks, Jeff. What Paladin? Paladin says my background, personality, perspective, education, heritage, family life is far closer to Bryan K 99% of the. Wait a minute. I'm trying to read what that says. Star 90. What? Yeah, and they take one. Yeah, I know. It was just weird. Is there any way he could be innocent? Well, he's supposed to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, right? So I would say yes. We're supposed to have the presumption of innocence. His arms look scary, Sandra says, considering what they may have been capable of. High-speed drifter, we're neither over or just starting. We started early because our other live got over early, but we're still going strong. Don't they do side views? They should, yeah, they usually do. A side view of either side. So I don't know if that has been put out yet or not. Let's see.
Do we think that him and his lawyer are reviewing the affidavit as we speak?
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's see. Let's see if we have anything here.
And do they ever release it like
in the middle of the
outside
night?
business hours?
Let's see. So, let's see.
Hey, Jeff, or never mind.
Here's something else.
High-speed drifter. Hello, high-speed drifter.
Okay, so forensic expert Matthew Nodal, owner and operator of Nodal Scientific, and his team spent 5 hours inside the home on 1122 King Street, Moscow, where the 4 students were murdered on November 13th. While Kohberger faced a Pennsylvania judge on Tuesday and agreed to be extradited to Idaho, Nodal's team painstakingly examined the inside of the 3-story house and the perimeter of the property, which had earlier been combed for evidence by police forensic teams. The Post confirmed with Moscow police Kohberger's legal team, including his state-appointed defense attorney Ann Taylor, was at the home on Tuesday. Nodal was seen going in and out of the home wearing white gloves and surgical foot covers over his shoes. According to his website, Nodal's specialties included crime scene reconstruction, bloodstain pattern analysis, and shooting reconstruction. And this is the guy.
Hello, tree dog.
Hold on a minute, I don't know where I just lost my thing. Where'd you go? I just lost me wherever I was. That's good. Okay. Well, it has to be here. Here we go. Come on, get over there. Go on. Okay. And it says that he claims more than 30 years experience in the field. He provides 2D and 3D models of his findings when called to testify as an expert in court. The evaluation and examination of bloodstains at crimes is often overlooked and misunderstood. According to his scientific website, bloodstains can exist on clothing, walls, hidden behind baseboards or under carpets. Do not underestimate the significance of bloodstains. Over the years, Nodal has been called as a defense expert witness to numerous shocking cases, including the trial of Christopher Cruz, who was charged in the 2015 murder of his wife, Jeanette Pigman Cruz, in Worthington, Ohio. Nodal offered a second opinion on the firearm and crime scene analysis, and the Cruz case jury ended up acquitting him after 12 hours of deliberation. He was also used as an expert in Tupac Shakur's death. Let's see. And the end of that. Let's see. Plans to have a private crime scene cleanup crew take over the King Street home last week was scrapped after a judge ordered the home to be preserved. It remains an active crime scene with yellow police tape still surrounding the home. Once he has been booked into jail in Idaho and evaluated, Kohberger will appear in court where he will be formally charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary.
I wish they would show us that. Like now.
Somebody said in a response to this, they said, his father flew out there to accompany him, a 28-year-old male, on a cross-country drive back to Pennsylvania for the holidays. When the story broke all over nationwide news, his father knew that he was in close proximity, 7 miles to Moscow, Idaho. He also must have known his son's awkwardness, his lack of social skills, his past drug abuse, and whatever else. Then he learned that the vehicle being sought was a match to Bryan's auto, so he booked a flight to retrieve him because he was sure that Bryan was the killer. It was reported that they had the vehicle detailed before going on their road trip. Yeah, it didn't look like it. Well, there will be plenty of trace evidence remaining despite the visit to Auto Bell. The father probably thought that his presence would diminish suspicion on the trip east. Law enforcement was certainly aware of the description of the vehicle, saw the out-of-state tag, and made stops. The FBI surveillance team following them may have called them off, but certainly wouldn't want the stops done. Then the suspect was surveilled in Pennsylvania, shopping in a grocery store, wearing gloves the entire time. I'm very sure that the authorities have their man, and very sure the father knew that his son was guilty and attempted to protect him from arrest and prosecution. And then someone responded 4 hours ago saying, "You're allowing far too much credit. Sounds like the parents are fairly simple. They don't have money, they're not highly educated or credentialed, and they live in the sticks. I would bet they were worried about their son when the murders happened, and the idea that their kid was the killer was probably the farthest thing from their minds. He's a college boy getting a PhD, right? And he'd beaten drug addiction, right? It's not unusual for someone to fly across the country, to be a second person in a car for a long road trip. What's weird is wanting to do that drive round trip in the winter when you're only going home for a few weeks of break. It doesn't save money given gas and motels if you plan your flights well ahead of time, but people do it. There isn't a pattern to compare since it was his first semester there. I bet the son, not wanting to get on a plane, asked his dad to come, making up some excuse for why he had to drive. I bet the son sure as heck wanted to get his car out of the area. Wonder if he flew home and back for Thanksgiving." Again, guessing not, or that would have been reported. And again, there doesn't seem to be a lot of money for flying back and forth. He has truly ruined his family, seems horribly unfair to them, and then again, perhaps he'll be tried and found not guilty. He's only accused. I can't get to that. Are you guys still here?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't see anybody or chat, and now my computer locked up on this, and I can't read the response. So I got nervous that I was all alone.
Wouldn't that be creepy, Carolyn, if we weren't here and then you like clicked out to just see YouTube, and you see YouTube's up, but every single channel
It's
is-
gone and it's all been a dream and I've never been on YouTube and there is no such thing as YouTube. Right?
It's the wolf moon. Remember, Carolyn? The wolf moon.
Yeah, the wolf moon.
The wolf moon.
Yeah, okay, now it seems like that would be freaky. It's all been a dream. Okay.
No, but what if when you looked at YouTube, what if there was a whole bunch of people live, okay?
Yeah.
Say every channel, like all 51 million of them
Right.
are live. And you see every creator there at their screen, and they're all saying, "Where is everybody? Where is everybody?" And everybody has 0 in their chat. The whole chat is black.
Yeah, that would be
That would be freaky, right?
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
freaky.
Twilight Zone genie, that's right.
Okay, so now let me see. I want to see, there's a response to that and I want to see what it is. Come on. Oh my gosh, stop. Okay. So someone said, wow, that's true about the dad. He knew all those things. He may be in trouble too. Somebody said, I doubt the father would be in trouble. What parent wouldn't help their kid, whether he had doubts or not? Someone said, aiding and abetting a criminal is not defensible, no matter if you're the father of the criminal. Someone said, did you see the dad's teeth in the video? Yuck. They're all mental cases. What?
What?
You're totally, yeah, his teeth, it looked like it had all dirt over them, but I think had to be something else. His parents knew all along that the car their son was driving was the exact model they were looking for. Plus, he was going to college close to the crime scene. 4 people were brutally murdered. If they have any decency, I hope the father didn't help his son in any way to cover his tracks. Parents will be parents, but this is murder. Someone said, this is your conclusion? So many so-called sleuths have given their takes on this. Time to slow down and wait for more evidence, I say.
I agree.
Someone said, never ever become a prosecutor, thank you. Then someone said the body cam footage of the police stop in Indiana shows the car is filthy, so I doubt it was detailed. I genuinely believe the parents were oblivious. The other one said you can get a vehicle cleaned in Washington, and by the time it gets to Indiana in the winter, it isn't very clean. Another one says the car was filthy. Where did you see the report that the car was detailed? The exterior
Yeah,
of
if
the
they
vehicle.
were driving through snow at all, it would have looked like that, though.
Oh, definitely.
The exterior of the vehicle is unimportant. There was a report that they had the auto detailed. No, but that report I believe is false because now that Carfax is real, it does not list that trip there. And that's, I think that was fake. I think that person that came forward, that was fake.
What, Carolyn? What was
Somebody
fake?
came forward and said that the father took the car for service with the son, and they were saying, oh, he was just a little bit odd, but he was telling me all about his PhD program and this and that. But when they ran the Carfax, it had no, it wasn't updated at all with the service. So I don't believe that was true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Kohberger's state attorney, Jason Labar, said his client cannot afford a private lawyer and will receive a public defender when he returns to Idaho. Let's see here. Do we know that he has public defenders anyway? It's his family I focused on. I think they want privacy. Yeah, right. Your son, Richard, for innocent victims. Okay, until he's proven guilty, they can ask for all the privacy they want. Someone says, Dave, I have done genealogy for 25 years. Many of the people I have performed research for have very disturbing incidents affiliated with their ancestors, and most are shocked. Today, it is rare for anyone to not have a close friend or family member addicted to alcohol, drugs, or have mental health problems, some serious. One individual can't commit such a crime, and although his parents floated the bill for forensics, I guarantee you that there are a lot of taxpayers out there who would rather donate to that legal defense for the sake of justice. Prosecutors are more about gaining a victory than validity, and This is why an indictment doesn't mean a darn thing. I don't even know what the hell you're saying. Where the heck does it even say that his parents are paying for that? I don't know. These people are a little crazy in here. I can't even read a lot of that stuff. All right, so let's see.
I was like trying to imagine the conversation. I mean, they had to have had him and his dad had to have had a conversation about it on the road trip, especially with how much they knew about the Pullman shooting that had happened that morning. Because, well, when that I woke up and was reading on Reddit about that, and everyone on Reddit, don't believe what you read on Reddit, of course, but people were speculating like this. I wonder if this is the guy, because usually things like this or oftentimes.
Oh, you mean on that standoff? You were reading about that standoff when it was happening?
Yeah. And so I imagine that they had discussed it, unless his dad truly was totally clueless about it. But I think like one of the excuses that he does have for not coming forward when they were looking for the car is that it was the wrong year. So he could just be like, well, I know my car was 2015, and so that's why I didn't come forward. I assumed that they were only looking for those years, Because it is like an admission of guilt that he didn't come forward. But anyways, it's not very profound, but just the thing I was thinking of. But I wish I could have been a fly on the wall inside that car. That's for sure.
Christine sent you an email, Carolyn, when you get a chance to look.
Okay, let me see. I will.
And then I had two questions, like, not sure if they've been proven at all or all speculation, or if anyone's confirmed. I had heard a rumor that they moved in on him at that moment because they had a trip planned to South America. Is that all a rumor? Or was he already going to go back to Washington soon?
Who did you see? Who had a trip to South America?
I did see this. I don't non-reliable source. Probably on Twitter or something. But
I know I've not heard that at all.
Okay, and then darn it, I can't remember the other one now. Okay, never mind. I'll be quiet.
Tracy, I don't know what you sent me some type of a Facebook link and it doesn't open. I mean, it says it's not there. No, first Tracy, and then let me see.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then you sent me that. Okay, I'll check that, Jeff, and then Christine. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll check that out later, Christine. Thank you.
Well, didn't his defense say that the father driving back with him had been planned since August or anyway, much prior to, I think I read his defense lawyer stating that.
Okay. Let's see.
Did they say why they decided to drive? Like, did he admit that he was scared to fly?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe because they knew he's going to be flying soon.
Wait, what do you mean?
I just meant, it was kind of just a bad, like flying back because of the extradition.
Yeah. I was, that plane would be so scary if he was scared of flying.
Yeah.
So.
Did a little digging around, and this is going to be tried in the 2nd Judicial District Court. And guess what the judge's name is?
What?
Judge,
Yeah,
What?
what's his name?
Judge.
Judge?
Yeah,
Name is
Judge.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
Okay.
And looking at past stuff, the courthouse will open at 8, but most of the hearings that are on record, it looks like they don't start court till 9 a.m.
Okay.
So I just did jury duty. I think I went 6 times, and it's a one-off sort of thing. They've probably got an arraignment hearing. This is not going to be. They're not seating a jury. This is like the core of our American law, the habeas corpus part. They come in and they prove to the judge that they have enough evidence to bring him to trial, and they will move it to this second judicial district court. So the first hearing could be waived and likely will. That's how most of the criminal cases around where I live happen. It's like an old traditional formality that it's holdover from our British court system even. So it's you have to say, okay, yeah, we have evidence, and a judge has to look and say, okay, yeah, you do. Then they say, we're moving this to the higher court where it will be tried. So at that point, it will be bumped to the second judicial district court, and he'll have to be arraigned on a plea. And sometimes that's all in one kind of thing. I'm speaking from what I've seen from a very small community where I live. I don't know how they do it in Idaho. Every state's a little bit different, but we're also all almost identical in that process, just because that's such an old, the habeas corpus law, produce the body. Yes, we have evidence that this crime has been committed enough to at least hold him for trial. And in a small place like this county, I suspect it's going to be like the small county I live in, where it's going to be wrapped up into one hearing sort of thing. Here's the proof. We're moving this to circuit court. Circuit court judge says will be your arraignment date to plea, or they'll do it right then. It could go either way. But so I'm guessing tomorrow at 9 o'clock, though, they're going to section that off and do it and get that done. This is such a high profile case. They're not going to put this on the docket for some future day. It's probably going to be in the morning. And as I said, from past stuff on their court records, it looks like their court usually starts at 9 a.m.
I was wondering if he was, you think he was going to try to sell that car while he was home for break?
I was wondering about that because, my uncle flew out to California once to drive my car home to sell it back where we're from. And yeah, I was kind of wondering if that was part of the plan.
Come on, guys.
I wonder if he was.
Yes, come on.
Hi, Bucky.
Hi, Bucky Ann. Just trying to see something here. This is crazy, but. I wonder if he was, you think if he was home for 2 weeks, I wonder if he listed it anywhere.
Wonder if he what?
Listed it anywhere.
Listed what?
The Hyundai.
Scooter, you're giving her complex back.
I'm sorry.
I know, she doesn't listen to anything I say, right? I know. What? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking.
No, I always listen to you. You know I do. Now stop it.
Because what was he doing for 2 weeks that he was home? What was he doing?
Hanging out with family, I think.
Yeah, but
whole thing.
You think he was just hanging out carefree with family?
I think so. Maybe he wasn't carefree, but how do I know? That's just what I would guess. I mean, what would we think he would be doing?
I don't know. Maybe trying to sell that car.
Yeah, but you might have done it not online.
Okay, I think I made a mistake.
You may have done it online, maybe not.
Oh no! Now we have to get rid of the live.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. Judge is the administrative judge for that circuit court. But there's the magistrate that issued that gag order is probably going to be the one that hears this.
Okay.
And Megan Marshall is her name.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Oh, it's a woman?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
So-
women are judges today too, Scooter.
I mean, I know that. I just.
They're
I don't know.
allowed. They're allowed to be judges.
I'll go so far as to say that all women are judges.
Yeah. They're allowed to go to college, Scooter, and law school, and they could even be doctors.
What does Ann Taylor have to do with it?
She's
Wasn't
the
she
public
someone?
defender. She's
Oh.
his public defender, Ann Taylor. She's a woman
so-
too, Scooter, an attorney. She's a woman too.
Wow.
Is he not getting a private attorney?
No.
Oh, wow.
You think somebody will step up and do it? I
That's
mean,
what
we've
people
seen
were
this in the
rumoring.
past, right?
Just for the publicity, yeah.
They make a name for themselves for sure.
I think so. I think it could happen.
Maybe get Lori
Charles, we're
Vallows.
being sarcastic.
Lori Vallows, old attorney. Or what?
Oh, what's the F. Lee Bailey used to take, ridiculous cases.
Yeah. But he's dead now, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got one right.
So he won't be doing it.
No. Nope.
Well, you never know. He might come back for this one.
But that was really Johnny Cochran. If the glove
Sorry,
doesn't, if
that
the glove
joke.
don't fit, you must acquit. Right? That was so stupid. That that glove was soaked with blood. No wonder it was all like scrunched up, and then he's putting on a glove underneath, and he's like, it doesn't fit.
I remember.
The glove don't fit, you must acquit. Okay.
But OJ paid them, right? I mean, he had.
Oh
money.
yeah, he had a dream
Oh.
team.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Millions.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, if it was wet with blood, it'd shrink. It was
Of
leather.
course, yes, and you could see it. He wasn't even trying. He's like, and they said that he
Oh,
went
I
off his
know.
steroid medication too, so that his knuckles and everything would be as swollen as they could be.
Well, and if you read the forensics on that, it had his blood on it.
Yeah, it's, that I can't.
Oh,
even
there's
believe,
that.
I can't even believe that even flew.
No. And there was a drop of blood on the Bronco that belonged to one of the victims too. And it should have been a slam dunk.
So crazy. Oh.
I would not want, if I was a family member, I would not want him to have a public defender. I wouldn't want to risk any chance of appeal because somebody didn't do a good enough job.
Oh, you mean one of the victim's family members?
Yes. yes, I'd be hoping that Dad mortgages the house. In fact, I think I might hire my own attorney to, of course, he's 28. It'd be kind of hard to do, but
Yeah, well, it's based on, he's 28 years old, so.
you can't, well, I was,
on,
in my mind, I was thinking, force the family to mortgage the house.
right,
to
it's
hire
based on
an
his
attorney.
income. I mean, you can't force, right. He can
A
still get a
felony
public defender,
charge,
even if
like-
his parents were extremely wealthy and didn't want to pay for him. He's 28,
Right, yeah.
So it's based on him.
You couldn't force it.
yeah.
And I mean, just to get basic representation on in Arkansas, we would call that a Y-class felony. Any like rape, arson, or murder is a Y felony, 40 years to life. And then if it's a capital offense, we have the death penalty here. And for a Y felony, the minimum representation amount is $50,000. And if you're looking at the death penalty, to get a decent attorney, it would cost upwards of $100,000.
I'm gonna read that.
Would you do it?
What? Hold on, I'm just. Would I do what?
Mortgage your house to hire a lawyer for your son accused of a crime like this?
Well, I can't even.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean.
I mean, how could you even guess? I can't even imagine that you could even get your head around the fact that
If I thought my son was innocent and he didn't do this, I had to have it do they even know? Do they even know what they have on him or what he's saying his defense is? Because I don't know.
I mean, but wouldn't you assume the best of your child, or would you?
Yeah,
Say, well, the
I guess,
cops
but I
wouldn't
mean,
arrest him if
like,
they-
I don't know, but wouldn't you then, like, this guy, if it's true what they said about his past, if he, I don't know, if he was addicted to drugs the way they said he was, if he was hanging with, in the past, maybe with undesirable people, maybe in the past, was he really doing this bullying that they said he was? Like, I don't know. I don't know what their son was doing, but could they think in the back of their mind, like, are they 100% convinced? Oh yeah, he's innocent. This is wrong. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Or are they thinking like, oh my gosh, like what happened over the last 4 months?
I would be thinking both, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I
talk
always
about
tend to think the
conflicting.
worst, no matter what. So I could think Scooter, like if somebody tells me about Scooter, oh my gosh, what the heck? Right, yeah,
What was
no,
that?
I always go to the worst, always.
Oh, yeah, you always have, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not one of those that sits there and goes, oh, everything is fine, everything is fine. No, it's right away to the worst.
Right, yeah, you do. You go right there.
it would be such a hard thing to come to terms with. If they come out and say, we've got this DNA and it's under their fingernails or something, I mean, you can't really, how long can you stay in denial, even if it is your child?
Hey, you want a crazy crime novel twist?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Sure.
What if it's another PhD candidate student
That
who
framed
planned
him?
out this grand scheme and planted evidence to frame Bryan Kohberger for it all? Because honestly, you could take anyone's picture and that's at the university level studying criminology and pull it out, and we'd all jump and go through these exact same motions that we've gone through the last couple of days with this guy.
That would be something.
Yeah, look at those crazy eyes.
Can you imagine that? Yeah. Somebody that was bullying him in the whole program, and maybe he didn't even write that stuff to Reddit to begin with, those things they found.
Right.
Maybe it was never even him that put that stuff out there.
Didn't want to compete for the grant money for his place at the university.
Crazy, yeah.
Well, he'd have to be awfully fluked to have his DNA at the crime scene, the person that you're setting up. That'd be.
That'd be easy to do.
Yeah, what if they did like practice taking those buccal swabs in whatever courses he was taking? What if they did that?
Well, of course they do that.
Right.
It would just be so completely easy to plant DNA. I mean, every cell has it. I could walk up and shake your hand and then take a sterile piece of the kind of tape they use to take samples and peel it off and put it on my hand. And I would have my DNA, the bacteria DNA, and your DNA on that piece of tape. And if the university's got criminology equipment, you could go clean that up and run a PCR and separate out his DNA and have a whole load of it to scatter anywhere you wanted.
Hey, Julie W.
Yeah, but if it's under their nails or something.
Well, let's say that whoever did this played sports or something with this guy and got, like accidentally made it look like, oh my gosh, that they got into some, oh my gosh, I scratched you, man, I'm so sorry, right? Now he's got this stuff under his nails, and he takes that and puts it under the victim's nails.
I don't.
We probably need to be institutionalized after this conversation.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that would be wild. That would be a good movie, though.
Yeah,
It would.
Be on the FBI watch right now. Let me hear this.
Hi, Kevin.
You guys are on the FBI watch after this.
That would be a good movie, though. It really would be. Because you'd get everybody like really against this one guy, right? Like, oh, I can't stand him. I wish he was dead. And then it has a twist that this guy is this other guy is the one that's doing all this stuff, and that guy's a victim too. That's a real twist, right?
Yeah. Hi, Tony Martinis.
Well, they say back to stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
I think this is strange enough as it is. I don't think we need to do anything to the story. It's strange. It's really creepy and really strange.
No, the creepy thing is to take in the fact that this is one guy who did one thing, and there's 50 of them out there right now that have done the same thing in the last 30 days. And they won't get caught. Some of them will.
What if the guy took this kid's Hyundai Elantra and drove it up there? To be seen in all those places. What if the kid that, let's say hypothetically, is framing him, I don't know, took his car and drove it all around the crime scene to be seen there like crazy?
Oh, could you imagine? Oh, gosh.
Wow. That would be wild. Hi, John Misaki.
Hi, John.
Well, the thing's gonna remain. Was he stupid enough to buy a fixed blade knife at some point, or is there one missing that was purchased somewhere around his house? We'll see. That's one thing.
Well, the manager of that one store, now this is what was reported, that he said that they did come in and ask if anybody had purchased a fixed blade knife like a K-bar or something. So I read that in a newspaper article.
And what did he say?
They were, I don't know. I don't know what he said. I think he just said that, they didn't or something like that.
But
But
he could have ordered
came
it
in
from
and-
Amazon too, or somebody could have. But that would be stupid. That would be connected to him. Oh my gosh, right, yeah.
Well, he drove out there from Pennsylvania. And that's what?
Unless that guy hacked into his computer, well, his Amazon account, ordered the knife and had it sent to his address.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places to buy a hunting knife between Pennsylvania and Washington
But I
State.
think, according to that manager, he said they came in and asked. I don't know if if the article really said what his response was. I don't know. It only stated that they had come in and asked. Which I guess they would just do as a matter of routine, probably, just in case.
I'm guessing that they got a really good DNA sample from one of the victims.
I think so too. I do.
And probably also a discarded item
Okay,
that was out of place somewhere.
Did you hear me yell for you?
Me?
Yes.
No.
No.
I yelled Carolyn because I
What,
thought
yeah?
I thought you were having internet problems, but it was me. And I went off and then it came back
No,
on.
it was, yeah, we didn't hear you yell because you must have.
Gosh,
I
I'm
saw
glad I
you
didn't
close
yell.
your picture.
Glad I didn't need real help.
I was thinking, Scooter, I'm glad you're okay. But I was thinking that, so before we were speculating, the knife could be anywhere from Idaho to Pennsylvania because he could have ditched it anywhere, but he would have been with his dad the whole time.
And his
the only
dad
time
probably
he
has to go to the
wouldn't-
bathroom a lot because he's an older guy.
Right.
Got to pee all
But
the
then it
time.
would be at a gas station or a rest stop.
Right.
or,
So maybe he's like,
McDonald's.
yeah, I don't have to go. Go ahead. Right.
But
And
all
then-
those places would have cameras, probably, right?
Yeah, but how do you know he didn't just take a quick drive or just somewhere
Hi, John.
or
But still, that could help
or
them
just
narrow
wrap it up and who's gonna look? They go over that footage, right? So let's say
Yeah.
it's gone and they probably our cameras don't even but our cameras don't even work. We never change the stuff. Oh, it's always written over the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And I
can you
wonder
imagine
about
how many places they would have to go to along that way?
I guess it
2,500
depends.
miles.
Yeah.
And
How
I wonder
important
about
it is.
Yeah.
stuff, like what he wore in his shoes and clothing and all, where's all that? Everything that he
kidding.
had tonight.
I felt like I was going to say something really important too. No, I can't remember.
I guess you could just burn that stuff, right? Your clothing, I don't know.
When did they come out with the Elantra? That was 3 weeks after or something?
The Elantra was...
Not
Or a
real
full
long
month?
time. What, a week?
No, it's been more than a week.
2 weeks?
No, because it was when he was driving back home was the 15th.
No. I mean, when did they say to be on the lookout?
But that's what
for
I'm
it?
saying. When he was driving home was the 15th. They had already been on about the Elantra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for quite a while, right?
Yeah, he had 3 weeks to just do something with it at home,
Hi, Elemen.
Hey, Mrs. Kurt Cobain, how are you? Oh, Mrs. Kurt Cobain, hi.
Yes, hello.
This case is very disturbing, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Paladin, yes, they did feel bad for Jack D. I never felt he was a suspect, but police definitely have enough evidence on Bryan, in my opinion. December 7th for the Elantra.
Okay.
Lots of opportunity. You just finished mopping all your floors. Good for you. And I don't.
Oh, wow, Kristie.
What?
She's here. She just finished mopping all the floor.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He does not look like a killer. Oh, you don't think he looks like a killer, John? John says no. Let me take a poll here. I just wanted to see, just to take a poll here for something. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so this is, can I do a quick speculation?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so Kristie Goncalves, the mom,
Right.
I believe that I heard this come out of her mouth, that she went on a date with some guy, that Kaylee went on a date with some guy, and it was like a first date semi-recently, and they were making quesadillas, and the guy said, B, make me a quesadilla. Did you guys see that interview? I swear I heard that. But, you know, anyways, maybe somebody in chat might confirm that too, but I'm just like, there's no chance that that was him, right? That she went on a date with. Because the dad said they didn't know that name, but once they heard the name, then there was connections that they're not ready to discuss yet with Kaylee.
Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Tony.
That'll be interesting to see if anything comes out.
And then there
I
was
don't
the
think she was
bar.
the target.
Maybe. I mean, then there was the bar in Pennsylvania that he used to go to, the brewery, where it came out that he called one of the waitresses a B word after she did something like.
I just don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Because that guy, did you see the picture he had for that article? The guy that owned the brewery, he had like some kind of like a guy's glamour shot on a bridge or something. I'm telling you, it looked like he was trying to promote his brewery.
Okay.
And some people do that. Like maybe they had a small interaction, and maybe you know how like people. There's people that exaggerate something over the years. It's like we had an oil guy that came up here like a flipping lunatic. Like he said he was going to kill somebody. Okay, right? Didn't he say he was going to kill someone?
Yeah, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, he was just trying to, and he was trying to see which one. He was basically trying to.
Because somebody blocked the driveway. This is why he was killing someone. Okay, he was like totally unhinged.
No, you know, his is exactly why. He had pulled over to use chains. He didn't want to use chains to get up our driveway.
Chains on his tires.
Chains. And so, and Mike went around him, and when he did, he went around a little too close for him. And he just came up like a lunatic, and I said, whoa, 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 you know, I was like in between him, you know, and he was just, I think he knew nothing was gonna happen, you know, but he was just pushing it all the way to the limit. He was a lunatic. That was crazy.
But it was enough for you to call the oil company and say, don't ever send that man to this house ever again.
I spoke to another guy who I saw in the truck, in a different truck, you know, worked for the same company. He goes, yeah, he's done that around the garage a few times.
Yeah, he's flipped out. So let's just say then this guy that they find out like he mass murdered 5 people after that. They could embellish that, you know, it might get embellished, and let's just say, you know, I don't know, who knows what people would do. So maybe they could have had a small interaction with him, but this wasn't a small one, so this is a terrible example. But let's just say there was a small altercation down at the post office with a neighbor, and then later on you find out that neighbor kills 5 people. Then you might say, I knew it from that altercation we had down at the post office. He was just... It was nuts, and you might just like start reading way into that. I don't know.
Yeah, you would over exaggerate it in your head after you found out.
And then you might think, hey, well, you know what, this could be, I'll tell this story, but also if you have a restaurant and it's not doing well, or a brewery or whatever, I'll go forward and, I'll get the brewery's name out there in the paper and everything. Maybe people will come in and ask. The people will come, they're naturally come in. Maybe the reporters will come in and ask and talk to me. So whatever, I don't know. People like 15 minutes.
But yeah, I guess now I'm second guessing that original. I swear that I heard it out of her mouth, and then the mom had said that then she got right out of there and she like left him at this date.
I think that has to be fake. Look at Tony says that BK's sister made a statement today and listed her acting resume. It was weird. I guarantee you that's fake. I guarantee you that is fake.
I think 99% of it's fake.
I'd be willing to place a wager on that right now, but it's probably not in terms of service, so we can't do it.
Heart Made Wise mentioned this, this was like 20 minutes ago, but I agree with her. I think it's weird that initially the Indiana State Police, didn't they make an official statement saying they didn't know anything about?
I think that's fake too.
Yeah.
I do too. Far, I've only seen that one news source say it.
I know, is Fox they're gonna have to issue a retraction,
but they're not retracting anything. They made a mistake too about what they said about him exposing his genitals and everything, and that's wrong.
Oh, that was them. Okay.
Well, no, they just did it. It's still there. Hi, Ruff.
Hi again, Ruff.
The lawyer said that his family cannot afford a private lawyer, or that one would be appointed. Yeah, he does have a public defender. We know that. Yeah. Let me see here. Let's see something. Let's see.
So where would we see the affidavit first?
I'll check, because there's right at the court site. It'll be published there. Hold on, I'll see. But I doubt it's there now. Let me see.
Have they shown any pictures of the mother and the sister at all? Just out of curiosity, just to see what they look like.
I mean, his sisters were on LinkedIn and stuff. The father, you saw him there, but he also had a Facebook page. And the mother, there's a picture of her there. Out there, let's see.
I know, I did feel bad for the mom walking into court.
I didn't see her.
Well, she had her whole face
Scooter,
covered.
you're doing it again.
What?
We showed it here. You should have been watching.
Was I on? Was I on here?
No, you were probably somewhere else. That's my point is proven. That's what I keep saying.
You're live earlier this afternoon?
No, yesterday. Yesterday. I said, didn't you remember me saying earlier today that people go like this, oh, you know what? Either that they haven't seen something, or that, oh, guess what? I just saw this. And I go, yeah, we showed that. And I go, yeah. And you've done it like 3 times tonight. Nicole did it twice. This is crazy.
It's hard to remember everything. Too much info.
No, Scooter, she had her face completely covered. And then one of the sisters, I don't know which one, I assume it was a sister.
Yeah, I only saw one going in, and now there's another, and I think that's erroneous too, that they're saying 2 sisters were there, and they're saying Melissa, because I don't think it was Melissa that was there. I think it was Amanda.
So there's 2 sisters and not just one. He's the only boy, huh?
Do you guys hear that? Is my cat coughing?
But Danielle, you have an excuse. You've been freaking busy, girl. I haven't been. I do tune a lot of things out though, don't I? I'm bad about that. I'll go look something up and I'll get lost in that and what,
What did Danielle say?
She said, it's okay, Scooter, I've missed everything.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, she said you have an excuse.
Scooter, you have an excuse too. You're delightfully naughty, I see.
Yes. I love that name. Sharon made it for me. And then last night she called me bad something. I don't know. It was cute though. Hart sent you an email, Carolyn.
Yeah, I'm just looking at something because one of these other people just deleted a tweet too, and it's like crazy.
Carolyn just muted a couple times, Bucky Ann. That's why I got quiet.
It could have been me too, Bucky Ann, because my cat has asthma and he coughs and he was right next to me coughing and I muted.
That's right.
Okay, this is so weird that no, I can't. Okay. Did I leave the thing up here? Let me see if I left it up. Oh my gosh. Leave some. Oh my gosh.
Hillbilly just kind of mentioned, I wonder if he was at the prayer vigil. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
That's because somebody showed a photo, and I don't think it looks like him at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they're saying it. And I'm looking at the iCourt portal, and I don't see anything yet for him.
I saw that picture too, and I didn't think it looked like him at all until the new, and I still don't think it's him probably, but it does look more like him with the new body cam that came out today because his profile of his nose looks a lot bigger than I had seen in other photos of him, but yeah.
Well, I didn't even see the photo, so I don't.
He also looks like, oh yeah, in the photos he also looks way smaller frame, the picture of the person at the vigil. Then, this was the other question I was going to ask before. People, I feel like I've seen that he's 6 feet in some and 6'4" in others, but I swear, if he's only 6 feet, then all of the police around him are 5 feet something,
They might be. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that in any of his booking information, I guess?
Yeah, Carolyn showed it, and he's 6 foot and 185 pounds.
So he's only 6. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he looks very tall, I think, but.
So they probably just had shorter people so he would look big. I don't know.
Or he has big boots on or something. I don't know.
Look at that poll. Hold on. Let me see what happened in the poll. Okay, so look at that. 14% say he's innocent.
Huh?
But this their gut feeling right now, based on what they know, 14 say their gut feeling is that he didn't do this, he's innocent. And 86% say guilty.
Well, those 14% should, his defense lawyer would appreciate those.
Yeah.
Have you guys mentioned the case to anyone outside of your YouTube life, and they've been like, "What? I haven't heard of that." I'm just curious.
Say it again?
Oh, everyone I've mentioned this case to, most cases they haven't heard of, but this one, they're like, "Oh yeah, I have heard of it." So I'm just curious, if the people in your everyday life.
Oh, the only people I've spoken to about it was Sandy, and of course she heard about it, and then my kids, but that's it. I really haven't spoken to other people. But I'm used to that now. People still don't even know of the Chris Watts case, most of them.
Yeah.
It's crazy, okay? Even though it's been on Netflix and everything else, they're like, you know, they'll be, what? Or they'll go, what? And then if you say something, go, oh gosh, maybe. Yeah. There's so many people that, and we thought like our whole lives, everybody knew about it, right? Mm-hmm. So
I know, and that's why, I'm curious if they're gonna have a hard time
because the other
finding
day I
a
was
jury.
at the
Because I
store
think
and I'm
this
thinking,
one's,
how many people are going like, oh gosh, I gotta check to see if anything happened on this case. I said probably not one person in here is even thinking about that. But what was I gonna say? Oh, Hart, I have no email from you. I'm looking right now. I have no email from you. None.
Who?
Hart Made Wise says she emailed me.
Oh, okay.
I don't have anything. Are you talking about Slack, maybe? Did you Slack me? I have no email from you.
I don't talk to anybody outside here about it because they just are like, what are you talking about? They just are not interested.
Right.
Then they don't know. So I don't bother.
I'm trying to see if she Slacked me.
I just like, when I talk to my coworkers, I'm like, oh, did you hear? Like, I tell them all about, I'm too open about how I spend my free time, though, probably, with people.
Right, yeah. There's some more people than don't know. I mean, I could probably go and pick a random 40 people, and maybe somebody might know about it because it's been on the nightly news and recently. And oh yeah, I think something. Yeah, didn't they catch the guy? Yeah. They're not obsessing over like the traffic stop, and I've got to get the FOIA request for him to get that video. They're not. Their lives don't consist of that. And they're probably a hell of a lot happier and have a lot more time.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, yeah. Like we're all sitting here like, when is that affidavit coming out, right? Like it's some freaking movie release or something, right?
I'm almost feel like setting my alarm. It'll probably come out in the middle of the night my time.
Somebody better not get to it and ruin it for me before me. No spoiler, right? If I see that spoiler on Facebook, I'm gonna freak out.
That's funny because when the arrest happened, I was like out running errands and stuff. And I like I get so many notifications on my phone, I don't even really look at them if I'm out and about. But my now husband texted me, he's like, what's going on with the Idaho case? Things are going crazy with that. I was like, don't tell me, I'm gonna wait until I get home.
Well, I had that one time. Remember when I was out, I had to go off for something and it was the trial and somebody said the verdict came. I'm like, don't tell me what it was, right? I didn't want to know.
I know.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Good night, Debbie.
Good night, Debbie L. Okay, so I don't see at all a email from you, Hart.
She said she was going to see what happened there, Carol.
Oh, okay, because I'm reloading and loading and nothing.
She doesn't know what happened. She's having a look. Well, I like this. I know other people that know me, they don't, and that's okay. But I do, so.
Oh, yeah. It's totally okay.
We're all just in our own little world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, at Christmas, I was telling, I mean, everyone already knows this pretty much, but we were just talking about how obsessed I am with true crime. And then my sister-in-law was like, you're not the only one in your family, and kind of motioned to my brother. And I didn't even ask him. I should have, but I was like, there's no way he's as into it as I am. Otherwise, I would have seen him on these channels with us.
And then sometimes in a weird way, if you see somebody too close to you, it's almost like, wait a minute, what are you doing here, right?
Yeah.
It's my thing.
I did one time tell my mom the channel name, and I always wonder, is she in here lurking? She's hearing me. But she wouldn't be at this time, I guess.
Sleep good, LMN.
Sleep good, Eleanor.
Oh, Mary Mint.
What?
Yeah, that one's gonna drive me crazy. When they do that suitcase murder trial. She said it's already out and on video. Is that same one, Mary?
What's already out and on video?
It must be a different one.
Oh my
The
gosh,
suitcase
Scooter.
murder.
I have it on. Scooter, you're really trying to really.
What?
I have the suitcase clips on the channel as well as all the interrogations in that trial.
Oh, I know that.
Oh,
I know,
okay.
I'm saying the trial. I know that because I watched some of those.
Okay, I thought you didn't know that either. Okay.
Oh, no. I just can't watch the one, and Kevin said,
Jimmy, yes, Jimmy's just coming to terms that he landed
Either
moments
are we
ago.
on the
Jimmy,
same
he's already been
channel?
booked in. I've already showed his mugshot. That's ages ago.
Kevin
Either
said
we
he can't watch that either, where the guy is in the suitcase.
Jimmy,
Yeah, that one. There's two suitcase ones. The other one.
Okay, I don't know about the other one then. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
The one
yeah.
there
Yeah,
is on
I'm aware
video.
of
He's
that.
dragging
Yeah, thanks.
that lady down, or the suitcase down the street, and it left like a trail of blood on the
Yeah,
side.
there's been a lot of murders with suitcases. Yeah,
What? I didn't know this one.
a lot of murders with
Carolyn
suitcases.
showed that on her channel too.
I didn't know
Shooter.
about this suitcase.
We covered the one that was in Connecticut where the guy put his girlfriend in a suitcase. She was from New York. And he left her on the side of the road too, yeah. And then the one that in Ozone Park, the handyman that she was having an affair with put her in the duffel bag and rolled it down the sidewalk and left a trail of blood and then left her on this. Don't you remember that one?
Yeah, kind of. I remember the little girl. Don't roll your eyes. Do you remember this one? The little girl put in the suitcase that was missing, and it turned out it was.
Is that the
woman.
one that they said something like there was something real eerie because somebody put her in a suitcase before when they were going to Disney and they did a Facebook post and she was in the
No.
suitcase or one of the kids was in the suitcase. They thought it'd be real funny, like she's so excited to go and they had her in the suitcase.
No.
Oh.
This is that little Sandra. What was her name?
I don't know.
It was years ago because I remember I was watching it on Nancy Grace one day when I used to still watch her. And it was the neighbor or the Sunday school teacher or something. It was a woman.
Oh,
that
a
killed-
woman, really? They can commit murder too now, right? They can be lawyers, doctors, and some of them even have committed murder. Oh my God. Where's Sharon? Is Sharon still here? Okay.
So Scooter, which one is the one going to trial? The one where the woman puts her boyfriend in the suitcase?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one. Yes. That's going to trial.
Okay, let's see here.
Sharon, are you still here? Her name's up here. Loving Raindrop.
Yeah, Mrs. Kurt Cobain in chat. That video is so creepy.
I know, I can't watch that. It is creepy.
I think I'm gonna hop off and try to get some sleep, but I'll be listening or listen to replay tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Thanks for coming in.
Of course,
See you
yeah.
later.
It was fun. See you guys.
Good night, Peridot.
Good night.
Talk soon.
What was that, Deborah?
I said, talk to you soon, Peridot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we'll see. Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Yes, Bucky, and
Yeah. What we've been on.
like earlier this year or last year, I mean. Right?
What?
The suitcase lady murder? With the
Yeah,
boy-
I don't know. Yeah, well, it was over the summer that we got the stuff, so it'd be, I don't know, sometime, I think earlier in the spring or something.
Oh, did you want to see what I?
Oh yeah, what did you come on? Yeah, let's see. You came on. You said I came on to show you
Okay.
something.
It's just something I tried today.
Okay.
Let me know what you think.
All right.
I don't know why I'm gonna try something different.
Okay. What is it?
Show you. Hold on. Let me get it here. Probably done these before. But
Before she even shows this, if this is something like I have 15 videos on, then I'm really gonna lose my mind.
oh, stop.
I'm not sure if we're on the same channel. Like, are we on the same panel?
I'd like to see her bring up like I don't know, decoupage on fabric or like something that I've done and be like, oh, look at this. Have you ever done this?
I know.
I made the colored glass.
You made the colored glass?
Yes.
How did you do that?
It's a secret.
What?
Is there a liquid in there?
No,
That
no.
one looks like it has water in it right there. Oh, careful, be careful. That one looks like it has water in it on the end.
This one?
No, the little one looks like it has water in it.
Oh, maybe because of the foil.
Oh,
They
it
have
looks
them
really
in the
looks like it
oven.
has water in it.
No, look, Carolyn, all it is food coloring and Mod Podge.
Oh, but what's okay? But then if you put water in it, it will. If somebody like says washes it, will it come right out?
No, because it's you know how Mod Podge is.
Oh, you sealed it all in?
Well, yeah, I guess it would come out, wouldn't it? I guess it would. Now, Carolyn, these two I did, wait, no, this one is inside, okay?
Yeah.
And I need to get more so that it'll be thick and I can roll it all around in here and cover the whole thing. And then this, I did the outside only with a sponge. And this one, the same thing. Wait, no, this was the inside. Wait. Yeah, no, this is the outside. So I only did two. I did two with sponges on the outside. This is inside.
Okay.
And I like the inside better.
All right.
How
Did you
do the color?
how did you learn to do that from a video?
Thank you. Yeah, I just looked up ways to, decorate glass jars. I didn't see a video, but I had to read it.
You okay?
Yeah. But the site I found, it's driving me nuts. Constant.
Is that
ads.
one paint?
It's a
Is
website.
that paint?
No, it's food coloring, but you can
Oh.
use it too, they said. You can use them. Kevin, you like inside color? This middle one? Yeah, I do too, because it looks more like what you get when you buy it, right? But like I said, I have to practice, I have to get more because, it just wants to stay on the bottom. It's kind of thick and you have to keep rolling it around and you don't get it evenly. And so I have to make it thinner or just pour more in. Have you, Kevin? Or Robbity Bob?
They're a pretty color.
Yeah, I've only done the green so far. Like I said, I just did these when you guys were having the auction.
I like the green. It's pretty.
Thank you. And I put them in the oven just so they would dry quicker.
Right.
Oh.
That's why I thought they were glass paint. Because I think there's some kind of stain you can use on glass that you do bake. You know, you do heat it in the oven to set it. That's
Yeah.
why I asked you that because.
Because
Oh, right.
there's all kinds of ways to do it, so.
All right.
Red. Kevin, delete, okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dilute it. Yeah. And I was looking all over for the rest of the auction, Kevin, they had one earlier, Carolyn had one. He's going, what auction?
It was a big success, Kevin.
Thank you, Danielle.
That's not even funny, Carolyn.
It was so ridiculous.
Oh, Debbie, I'm sorry, I know.
Absolutely ridiculous.
No, I promise, you get him.
What happened?
Oh, nothing.
What?
I'm embarrassed.
What is
Because I
Deb?
still haven't sent out Debbie D.
Oh my goodness. Debbie D is here. Hi, Debbie D.
None of them. None of them.
Not because you're too attached, right?
No. I have them all in a big box in there with whose name goes on what. Lexi and I looked yesterday at Walmart too for more boxes, but they were all really huge.
Well, don't you have boxes from Christmas or boxes from stuff you get in the mail? Oh, come on.
I have one now from what I just got today.
Your son-in-law must get loads of boxes from like stuff. Why don't you ask him to save some boxes for you?
Oh, he probably does. I didn't think about that though.
You have a Sam's Club by you, or they have boxes,
I'm
tons
not
of
a member
boxes.
of it.
I don't know.
I have some. I've got kind of a collection going.
I'm trying to find some. Okay, let me look at something. What the heck?
Oh my gosh. Did you see that, Carolyn?
What?
Sherry said she'll send me a box.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. Is that Alyssa, the Alyssa
Where?
in chat?
Can't
Blonde
see.
Alyssa?
Oh, Alyssa. Let me see. Where? Alyssa, is that you?
I've been wondering about Alyssa.
I think it is Alyssa. Alyssa, is that you? Oh, and if you guys could say prayers for Jennifer James, you might remember she used to be on a long time ago. She really needs some prayers for her health, okay? Thanks. Alyssa, yes it is. Oh, where have you been all this time? It's empty, it won't be expensive. Well, she could collapse it and it'd be cheaper or something. Fold it straight, you know, fine, I don't know. Crazy.
And it's been so long, I've been embarrassed, Sherry, to even mention it.
You went to sleep early? Oh, wow. Where are you living now? Are you still in Alabama? She was in Alabama, wasn't she? Or was she in Arkansas?
And prayers for you, Jennifer James. I remember you well.
Oh, is Jeannie here? She was here, yeah. I can send it to you, yeah. Your schedule's changed, oh. How are things going, Alyssa? She's very good, Mrs. Kurt Cobain. Very good. Extremely busy. She's got chickens and, you know, the dogs and the baking from Christmas and, you know, busy lady. Doing
Randy?
well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She stops in every now and then when she can, but she is busy. So we met her, went down and spent time with her in May, and talk on the phone. But she doesn't get, you know, YouTube is sometimes a real crappy place to be because of some of the things they do to their family, right?
You're not with him, are you, Alyssa?
You're still in Arkansas. Is that Arkansas? She's in Arkansas?
That's what yeah, because I was trying to
What
yeah,
is with
that's-
all the people in Arkansas now?
And I don't know.
I
What-
call it
what's going on
Arkansas.
down there. It's like the big place to be all of a sudden.
Oh, Scorpio died? Oh, he was 21. Well, I know. Yeah, I lived a long life. 21. God bless him. Sorry to hear that. Gosh, did you hear that?
Oh, what was that?
What the heck was that, Jimmy? Where? There was just a big loud thud.
Yeah, it's the dogs outside.
No. That's not where it came from.
Where?
I heard it and I can't.
Yeah, they heard it here on the thing too.
It's not.
Did something fall on the roof?
It sounded like something fell on the roof, Jimmy.
I thought it sounded like something right by you.
I don't know. It was weird.
Right up here.
It's my Luke. Let me go look out back.
See, they all heard it.
Sound like a werewolf.
I heard it, Jimmy.
Yeah, everybody heard it.
How did Luke fell out of bed? Let me see.
That's not Luke falling out of bed.
It's that wolf moon. I'm telling you.
Who's a horrible person?
Alyssa, are you with him? I know it's not any of my business, but I'm still asking. And if you are, that's, you know, that's your choice. It's not mine. I won't judge you.
Who's a horrible person?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's a horrible person, Bucky Ann. Oh, hide and seek. Oh, you're talking about the suitcase murderer. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got it now. That lady that put her boyfriend in the suitcase. Oh, I got it. Brian White, a vegan, does like cat's milk.
Okay, Alyssa, I'm shocked. Wow, just wow, because
Brian White.
last we heard he was not sober, remember, Carolyn?
Yeah, last time it was a lot of problems, yeah. I'm glad to hear that. I hope that he stays that way.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm
Yeah,
glad though
prayers.
for you. Good.
Yeah, God bless.
Oh, right, yeah. You have to come on sometime and tell us about it, right, Carolyn?
Well, that's good. Being out of a cult is, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely good.
I forgot about that. That was really weird.
What was it? What was it? Well, the other night there was a horrible noise here. I thought I got shot.
Yeah, well, if Ethan moves, so,
No.
okay. But anyway, and if Luke does moves too, he can hit the wall. But the thing is that Jimmy went upstairs to check on a loud noise and was never heard from again. Never
No,
seen
it's
him
not funny, Jimmy. Okay, because it's got
again.
wackos.
There's nothing behind it. It can't be it, okay? No
Okay.
whack. Stop it, right? Everybody's the same.
Very strange. Very strange. A lime. A lime. A lime? A lime. Is that a typo, Kevin? I think you mean a limb. Does that say limb or lime?
A limb, most likely.
Oh, okay. I thought he-
Lime.
a lime.
No, a lime.
Oh my gosh.
But you don't have trees over that side or anything, right?
I have trees all around me.
No, but I mean where you kind of heard it above
Right,
you.
and there's another floor above that, so it would
Yeah.
sound like that from a limb. You wouldn't even probably hear anything that fell on the roof.
Okay. I don't know. Do you get possums like in your crawl spaces or anything? Oh,
No, not really in the house. No,
no.
not a lime. I thought
I
you said a
know.
lime. I thought you were making fun of the limeade or
Yeah.
something. A lemon. Yeah, well, I think we'll end this. If any Patreons or members want to come into the and stay here, Scooter, don't run off. Come into the Zoom. Come on into the Zoom. We'll be in the Zoom for a while. But thanks for calling. Thanks for calling. Thanks for watching. We'll look for that affidavit tomorrow. And love you guys. God bless. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you. For the
Thanks,
super chats.
everyone. See you later.
Night, everyone.